When you get down to the core of my being, I love precious few things in this world. I love God, I love my church, I love my wife, I love cigars, and I love Norm Macdonald. He started following on Twitter. It was really wild. Maybe at some point I'll publish the conversation. But anyway, I learned through this correspondence that he is was even smarter than I thought he was. Completely out of nowhere, my producers decided to pull together a bunch of Norm Macdonald clips, which is fine by me because in my free time, like if Elisa's out of the house, I'm sitting eating dinner alone, I'll pretty much just put on old reruns of Norm Macdonald on YouTube. So take it away.
Who are safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentages in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do, do you? No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women.
Even back in the 90s when Norm was hosting Weekend Update, which, I think his work only got better over time. I've read his book 3 times. I thought his podcast was terrific. But even back then, comedy doesn't always age well, and that ages so well because there's always some just deeper. There's a joke within a joke within a joke. Keep going.
And finally, Weekend Update would like to congratulate Madonna, who gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last Monday. The baby weighed in at 6 pounds, 9 ounces, making it the 4th largest object ever to pass through Madonna's birth canal.
Even the Weekend Update holds up. Well, one, because Madonna is somehow still performing and has kept her character exactly the same, even though now she's a woman of a certain age. But all of it, you go back to old reruns of Saturday Night Live or old comedians from the 90s, and it's just so much of it doesn't hold up. But Norm, very timeless. Keep going.
Hi, what's up, man?
Okay, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, none of this. He's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Who are the murderers?
Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a little too far.
That's the way it doesn't work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't
talk
want to get
about
into
this.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing,
Why?
Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
No. Okay.
Let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Norm.
Then the producer calls in and tries to do a bit, but Norm totally shuts it down. It's so great. This is the only time that Jeremy has ever written in to a TV show. And he wrote in, I forget, Jeremy was like 12 at the time. And he writes into NBC or whatever channel it's on and says, this is absolutely atrocious. Like, how dare they? I cannot believe they would treat Norm Macdonald in this disrespectful way. Just love it.
Finally, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a man allowed his 8-year-old daughter to take the wheel of his car, and an accident ensued that damaged 7 other cars and injured 6 people, which once again proves my theory: women can't drive.
The one-liners are great, too. It's amazing that Norm is known for the really shaggy dogs and for the one-liners. So he does the shaggy dog, the knick-knack paddywhack bit. And what's the most famous one is the Russian novel joke about the moth. But then he also does these lines. He's like,
Julia Roberts has recently filed for divorce from Lyle Lovett. And when asked the reason, she said that she's Julia Roberts and he's Lyle Lovett.
these really short one-liners. Great stuff. Okay, next one.
There was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. He was smart, he was our hope, I guess. And he was, while I was scrambling to get out of high school, Jacques Zagatineau had already...
I think you just changed his last name.
Well, a man grows. He went to McGill University and he got 3 degrees, by golly. And he went over across the pond to the fellas with Cambridge and he even stood up to them. Mm-hmm. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. But he vanished. And I met him, I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. One time I was in Niagara Falls. And I went over to the SeaWorld there. You know how they have the SeaWorld? With the different fish.
I didn't know that, but okay, yes.
Beluga.
The SeaWorld, I've been there many a time.
Okay, so I was checking out the beluga whales and stuff, and I look over, and who do you think I see?
I hope it's that guy.
No, it was just an attendant, but he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau? And here he is, he's feeding the baby dolphins. And I go up to him and I go, Jacques de Gatineau, I feel shame for you. You were our hope. You were to go to Canada, Canada's nation's capital of Ottawa. And you were to be a great man, Jacques de Gatineau. And we were all, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques de Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now, I believe that...
I've seen, I thought every Norm Macdonald bit. I've seen this one before, but I've seen so many of them that I actually had forgotten the punchline. I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Next one.
Now, do you think Cosby's legacy will be hurt?
Yeah.
You do, huh? I mean, there was a comedian, Patton Oswalt, he told me, I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy. And I disagreed.
You disagree with that?
Yeah. I thought it was the raping. As my feeling, most rapists are hypocrites. You don't meet many go, I like raping and I know it's not politically correct, but by God, people go, well, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part.
I think I saw him do that one live. I saw 2 Norm shows, one in Irvine, one with Jeremy and our producer Jonathan in LA. We wore dirty work hats to one of them. And I think he did that bit at the Irvine show.
Because I didn't know what Norm was going to talk about tonight, and it's
this might be his most
sometimes
famous one. It's up there.
But he mentioned Carrot Top. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
All right. Okay.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
That's where I'm going, my friend. This begs the question now, why a movie with Carrot Top?
He's extraordinarily sweet.
Nice guy.
He really is, and he worked very hard, and he was adorable.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top.
Is it called 9.5 seconds? Like he's premature ejaculator.
We got it.
You know, but what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
I could probably recommend 3 more hours of Norm Macdonald bits that continue to be great. And, you know, I don't want to pretend like he and I were best friends. That would have been awesome. But we just talked a little bit in these kind of long essays. And the guy, he did this thing where he would say, yeah, Michael, you know, you're much more educated than me. I'm completely uneducated. You're very educated. And he'd be talking in this way. And then he would use a word that I didn't know. You know, as like a joke with himself. Or his command of Russian literature was outrageous. He was supposed to come on my PragerU book club at PragerU, and Norm was going to come on and do either Tolstoy or Dostoevsky. And he agreed to do it, and then COVID happened and shut everything down. And then we were leaving California, and I said, hey, Norm, you know, just circling back on this, if you can do it. And he said, oh, yeah, I'm happy to. And I said, okay, well, here's the address. And he says, oh, I can't go into a studio right now. I could do it by, you know, Skype or something, but I can't go into a studio. And I thought he was just being agoraphobic. He had kind of a reputation for that. And I said, no, we'll send you a car. He goes, no, I really can't go out right now. And I said, okay, well, maybe we'll get it later. You know, I'll fly back to LA or something. And I thought we'll get it after COVID, whatever. And then he died before COVID because he, unbeknownst to anybody, had cancer. And then I found out, I kind of went back in the timeline and realized he was undergoing cancer treatment like that week or something, or certainly within the few weeks around that filming. But I obviously didn't know that. I would have had him do it on Skype or, that would have been certainly the best episode of that show. All of these clips, though, these are the best late night clips ever. Once you watch this, now just go down the rabbit hole. See you next time.
Goodbye. Goodbye. So long. So long. Farewell. Farewell. Adieu. Adieu. Be good. Stay well. Bye-bye. Keep warm. I love my mother, you know. She lives right beside me here. She's great. I don't think my mother has ever spoken a word that had any irony in it. You know what I mean? Like, she's just earnest. She's just happy. She knows how to love. She doesn't judge, you know?
Oh, he definitely wanted to. I'm sorry,
No, no, you go, Adam.
I was just going to say he definitely wanted to make the point he loves his mom.
That's what I was going to say.
That's a
Because it was like a
tearjerker,
moment where you just have this glimpse where he takes a pause and he's like, she's great.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, she'll go sometimes to the grocery store and come back. The other day, she did this. She come back, she said, oh, man, funny thing happened in the grocery store. I said, what happened, Mom? She said, a woman came in and bought a grapefruit, and it cost $1.69, and last week it cost $1.19. And then I said, well, that's not a story, let alone a funny story. I don't even think that would be considered a story. Think about that unconscious, subconscious thing, because I remember my buddy one time, he's in psychology, he went to college, this guy, and I love milk, right? So we were eating a meal one time, and so I take a drink of milk, and my friend goes, you know why you're drinking that milk, right, Norm? And I say to him, it's not because I like milk, I know that. Because I know this guy, you know. So he goes, no, it's not. He goes, the reason you're drinking that milk is because you miss sucking on your mother's breast. I'm like, ah. Now, you guys don't know my mother. But She's wonderful. She's a saint. You know how people, say their mothers are saints? My mother is actually a saint. So, I mean, she hasn't performed 2 miracles or anything. She's not actually a saint. But she's much more saint-like than your fucking mother. That's what I'm saying. But there was a generation, like my mother's 85, there was a generation of women that you all know. Maybe it was your mother, maybe it was your grandmother. But they lived at a time, and I support you, me too, you too. More than anything, because, for the young girls, it's going to be fantastic. But no one like my mother will ever exist again. And it's just this generation of women that were so, selfless, and like my mother would be, the type of woman, like at dinner time, everyone's eating, and she's in the kitchen, and everybody have a second, are you sure? And then, oh, but the turnips, and wanted to make sure everybody got, and then she would, whatever was left, she would make a little plate for herself, and that's what my mother was like. Still is like. She lives right beside me. Her eyes shine love. I've never heard her say a phrase that had any irony flecked in, She's just, and so happy, Like she'll come back to the grocery store, she'll go, Norm, the funniest thing happened in the store. I say, what happened, Mom? She says, there was a woman buying pineapple. It was $1.69 last week, and this week it was $1.19. I'm like, that's not a story, old bag. What the fuck? A story. I don't say that, but I would trade places with my mother in a second, because all she knows is love. How to love people. That's hard, man. That's hard. I forgot why you brought that up. Oh, I remember. I don't want to suck her tits. So maybe I'm shallow. I want to suck my mother's tits, all right? So anyways, I'm having this discussion with this guy at the fucking restaurant, and now, after he tells me this, the milk is still there. And what the fuck am I gonna do? Guzzle it? Milk, I can't just leave it there. It was the worst. Whatever. Oh, and then it came time to order our entrees. You know what this guy gets? 2 meatballs and a banana. I'm like, hey! Wait, wasn't even on the menu. Like he had to. What's good for the goose is, this is just absolutely. I read about that subconscious, unconscious. They said when you pick a president, this is an election year. This is kind of some word. Apropos. You ever say a word, you go, I hope this is what it means.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I was broken apart by you.
I'm here with my son Norman, and we're going to tell you some jokes about President's Day. What do we call George Washington's false teeth? His presidentures. What U.S. president has long legs, a black beard, and an unusual smell? Abraham Stinker.
Today I went to the board to be examined. The opinions were divided. They debated and debated, and finally decided that I am not mad. But that is only because I used every ounce of my strength not to speak out. I did not speak out because I am afraid of the madhouse. I am afraid that they will not let me do my mad deed.
What would George Washington be if he was alive today? Really, really old. How many of Trump's senior presidential aides do you need to make a light bulb? None. They're meant to keep him in the dark.
They declared that I was prone to certain sorts of affectations and such, but that still, I was in my right mind. As for myself, I know that I am mad.
What would you have if you crossed a vegetable with the first president, George Washington?
The doctor prescribed me something and told me if I followed it strictly, that I would not be troubled anymore. Oh, what I would do not to be troubled anymore. It is too tormenting. But I will tell you, in due order, how I came to be examined, how I lost my mind, and why my madness betrayed me.
Happy President's Day.
Hey, everybody. Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. A new development in the O.J. Simpson civil trial this week. According to sworn testimony, Nicole Brown Simpson had told her therapist that she was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson. Asked why he didn't report this earlier, the therapist said, "I was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson." Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies. When I was a kid, my dad would tell me that this man was a gold medal decathlete. Why, the greatest athlete in the world. And now I have to tell my kid that this man is a man.
A Labor Department task force says it will crack down on sweatshops in New York's Chinatown, where employees work 90-hour weeks for as little as 75 cents an hour. A spokesman for the sweatshop owners said, quote, "That's all we can afford to pay. This is a sweatshop. We make sweat." 18-year-old Julie Wozchak will be going to Paris after winning an essay contest sponsored by the Dayton Daily News. She won for her essay, which was entitled, "Why I Want to Go to Paris with Some Old Guy from the Daily Dayton News." Dayton Daily News. Like that would have helped. Okay. A 3-year-old Texas boy remains in fair condition after being assaulted by the family's pet cougar. No one knows why the attack occurred, but hey, how about because their pet is a cougar? How about... Rap star Hammer is suing the Los Angeles Police Department after he and his entourage were mistakenly handcuffed by police. The most shocking part of this story, Hammer has an entourage. painting that depicts a large rat sucking at the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary was removed from a high school art display due to complaints by local residents. The artist blamed the complaints on a lack of art education, while I blame the complaints on the fact that it was a painting of a large rat sucking the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
There's this guy died, Jerry Rubin, and he was a yippie.
Yes.
Not a hippie, but a yippie. I remember my dad going, who is that, a goddamn hippie or a yippie, you know? Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry, that should read, Yippee Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. Just, I didn't read it right.
You look for jokes that have the same setup as the punchline. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I said the perfect joke would be if the punchline and the setup were almost identical.
My next guest has played Allison Parker, one of the many dysfunctional but gorgeous residents of Melrose Place. Please welcome Courtney Thorne-Smith. Norm, you're sick and you're all over her like a bear rug. Just leave her alone.
No, because before, during the commercial, I was saying I had a huge crush on her.
Yeah.
And then you said you did too.
I said I did. When you were on Day by Day, I developed this big crush on you, and this whole talk show is a scheme to get you here.
I liked you when she was on the Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder. Not the Tomorrow Show, but the later show.
He says to me in the break,
You have no idea who I am.
Yeah, no, I know from that show, that's all.
He says to me, oh, I really like her. I saw her. I really think she's great. I really have a crush on her. And I said, where, you saw her in Melrose Place? He said, no, I was watching Tom Snyder, and she was on, and she was a great guest. And I said, wait a minute, that's the show that's opposite our show. Why weren't you watching our show, pal?
Because I wasn't on it that night.
All right, no, stay.
I dated a guy once. Well, we dated and we broke up. And to get back together, he gave me like this little G-string outfit. You know, like this little, and I was like, wait a minute. That's for you. That's not for me. So stuff like that is not good. Another guy gave me a keychain, a plastic keychain.
Well, that guy is a moron. How do I get the supermodel back? Hey, look, $1.99 at the airport. I heart New Jersey. He really gave you a keychain?
He gave me a plastic. I was going to bring it out, but I couldn't get it off of my keys, so I left it backstage. But he gave me a keychain.
Why didn't you bring out the G-string?
I love that my dirty uncle's here for this tonight. I tell you what you gotta do. You gotta bring out that G-string.
And I'm like, don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not cool. So this
I grew up in Alabama.
Multiple black eyes, landing on my butt a lot. It took a little while.
Okay.
Being crippled?
No. I didn't. No.
I should have warned you about him.
I know.
It's interesting what you say when you go, like, America's the greatest country in the world or something, because, like, imagine, like, you're just saying that on account of you live there, because let's say you hear a guy who goes, hey, man, Kenya, that's the greatest country in the world. You better believe that.
Hey.
We were at a party, man, remember?
We were. It was, are we allowed to even mention whose party it was? Because it's,
Oh, Jay Leno's.
No.
It's actually not true. It was. He would not have a party. Don't trust me.
That's fine with me about that owl. I don't give a hoot. I will say Kiki does not need tricks because I've never seen as breathtaking a girl in my life. And her smile is so genuine. It's unbelievable.
Why are you doing this to me? You're so sweet.
Is it called 9.5 seconds? Like he's premature ejaculator.
You know what happened? This is what happened. You know what happened? He said 9.5 seconds, and I'm looking at him because I know there's more.
No, I like guys who appeal to like the look. You know.
Wait a minute. Why are you looking at yourself while she's here?
Because I'm deathly pale. Look, see?
That was good.
I look like Nosferatu. Conan, I don't know if you agree with me.
Oh, here we go, folks.
I've always felt that anything that does not kill you makes you very weak. And almost killed.
Yeah.
This is a little bit like when Donahue met Marlo. You guys.
He said, you guys.
Here we go. Even I don't get that one.
Hold on.
You're hilarious.
Yeah.
It was the first party I've been to in like 12 years. But it was fun seeing Todd, man. The Hangover was awesome. I hope the second one's...
Yeah.
Like my son was like, I don't know how they can do it again.
You realize you're not going to get to any of your things you're here to talk about. It's pretty much over now.
That's okay.
No, don't apologize. This is what happens when Norm comes to town.
But honest to God, The Hangover was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Well, The Hangover 2 is going to be even better.
I hope, yeah.
That's a windmill. It does not, in fact, pump water, but it's pretty. I think everybody can enjoy, again, sturdy steel structure. That's...
You ever tilt at it?
What's tilt at the windmill?
Yeah, I thought that's what you did to them. Wait, do you know Robert Duvall?
I do. Norm, you're killing my flow here.
I'm sorry.
It's a Zeppelin. All right.
Are you talking about Melrose Place? No, because
You're the biggest ass I ever met. I trust you for it.
No, because I swear to God, and when I lived in L.A., I lived on the actual street called Melrose Place. There's an actual street.
There's a Melrose. Is there really a Melrose
There's really
place?
a Melrose Place.
Okay.
You know this, right?
Yes, it's true.
So they opened a restaurant called Melrose Place on it, and then it's right beside my house. And every time I go out, there's all these retards, like tourists, and then these tourist retards, like they're always fat and they're taking pictures, standing in front of this restaurant.
Yeah.
All right, you got to come back when this masher isn't here.
I've got to come back with all you guys.
Yeah. I like this lineup. We got to take this on the road.
I was thinking the same thing.
You guys want to go on the road together and take this act around town?
I don't think I could survive it. I mean, right now, if you were to take my post, you'd have to subtract 8.
Maybe if you want to come up with like where to grab it and then call it something, and I'll bring it out.
Oh, what about
the contest?
Here we go. Here we go.
No, she asked, but I like that crippler.
Yeah.
What about the long-suffering death?
Oh, that's a different one. That's different.
Let's watch her open this run up right here. It'll be another big 900. Oh, God. Wowzers.
It actually looks easy.
Yeah.
I know. No, I know it's not. I don't mean to insult you in any way, because I know how difficult it is, but because it's snow, you're like, woo! Yeah, like I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago, and a funny thing happened. Hey, Andy.
Hi.
And a funny thing happened there in Vegas, right? I go there, to gamble. I meet a couple of midgets,
Couple of midgets?
Yeah.
Little people, I call them.
Well, I don't think of people as little people.
Yeah, your word's better.
Yeah.
Go ahead anyway. You meet a couple of midgets.
I know a lot of people in show business talk about the little people.
Right.
But I think everybody's the same. The midgets, the regular people.
Okay.
You know? We're all human beings.
We're all human beings. That's good. You're not.
Beings.
That's good. You have a good attitude.
Some of us are, you know, short and have weird big heads. So, anyway, these guys.
You're writing a book.
Yes.
How to be a model.
Yes. The Complete Idiot's Guide to Getting into Modeling.
So, like, rule number 1, be incredibly beautiful. I mean, what are the things that you can do?
I know rule number 2.
Yeah.
Don't be a midget.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did you ever toss a prostitute off a bridge?
What's the first one?
He must be.
A quick question.
Good
I'm sorry.
God.
I'm sorry.
When I pick up the blue
Why is it that in some sports, like beach volleyball or snowboarding, the women are breathtakingly beautiful, and you would think they would be big, you know, like big. So you think they'd be big monsters of ladies?
Why would you think that, though?
Well, like softball.
We can't be women and that's what I'm trying to.
But what's the movie going to be called?
Well,
Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne-Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for fun.
How do you steer everybody else away?
No, I love this girl. I would see any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady and a talented, nice talk show guest.
As evidenced by her appearance on our rival show. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
We're going to take a break now. We're going to have Collective Soul in a second. Courtney Thorne-Smith, we hope she's still our friend. We do love you.
He had the, I think, best word choice of maybe any comedian I've ever seen.
yeah.
He intentionally mispronounces words when he
that's
knows, but he's constantly screwing with you on every level.
Right.
But his word choice is, he was like Mark Twain. He had this folksy, completely out of time.
Model Carrie Otis made news this week when she stated that she didn't want Mickey Rourke showing up at her work. Hey, join the club, lady. You think any of us want Mickey Rourke showing up at our work? According to a poll taken last week, if the presidential elections were held tomorrow, the guy in the funny mask would win. Maybe if I said the word properly. A Cambridge, Massachusetts juror found City Councilman William Walsh not guilty of malicious destruction of property after he removed 2 dildos from a sculpture in the City Hall annex. Walsh's defense was that he was walking by, saw them, and said to himself, "Hey, free dildos." Look at her. 18-year-old Julie Wozchak will be going to Paris after winning an essay contest sponsored by the Dayton Daily News. She won for her essay, which was entitled,
Why I want to go to Paris with some old guy from the Daily Dayton News. Dayton Daily News. Like that would have helped. Okay. Last week, Magic legend, or basketball legend, Magic Johnson. Last week, basketball legend Magic Johnson rejoined the Los Angeles Lakers 4 years after learning he was HIV positive. NBA doctors have assured the league's players that they have absolutely nothing to worry about, as long as when they are guarding Magic, they remember not to have sex with him. A new development in the O.J. Simpson civil trial this week. According to sworn testimony, Nicole Brown Simpson had told her therapist that she was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson. Asked why he didn't report this earlier, the therapist said, "I was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson." I said getting beaten, and that may have hurt a little. A French government survey finds that Disneyland Paris is the most popular tourist attraction in the country. And the most popular ride? Women who don't shave their armpits of the Caribbean. There's two ways to pronounce that, and I got neither. Over the next 2 months, the murder, over the next, Over the next 2 months, the number of Border Patrol agents in Tucson, Arizona will double to 49. Meanwhile, the number of illegal aliens sneaking into the country will hold steady at 100 million billion. And finally, sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th, and it's going to be named Michael Jackson Jr. Michael plans to be with the mother during the delivery, in his words, to make up for not being there for the Sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th. It's conception. The last word was conception, so. Just hours after, works both ways. Just hours after President Clinton again pledged to clean up the Democratic Party's fundraising operation, the White House announced he will attend a $1 million fundraiser next week. However, spokesman Mike McCurry stressed that at this event, quote, "Donations from Indonesia or other foreign countries will not be accepted unless they are left in a brown paper bag under the sink in the men's room." Unquote. Weekend Update's 1997 survey of the most dangerous jobs in America is out today. The biggest change, last year's #1 West Coast rap star. You know, it'd probably be better if I was over on this camera. Okay, well, now that I'm over on this camera, it'd probably be better if you put the cards over here. The 1997 most dangerous jobs in America is out, and this year, a little bit of a change. Last year's #1 West Coast rap star has been knocked out of the top spot by the new most dangerous job in America, East Coast rap star. Imagine if it had all gone well. Last week in Kansas City, two people... Oh, drats. Two homeless people who met at a soup kitchen were married in front of homeless guests at the very same soup kitchen. For those who want to give the couple a wedding gift, they are registered at Kansas City's District 5 recycling pen. Last weekend in Washington, a new museum dedicated to broadcast jerk... Bah! What the fuck was that? Last weekend in Washington, a new museum... my farewell performance. Last weekend, with the resignation of 2 police officers in Vergennes, Vermont, the city's 2,500 residents are now left with only 1 policeman. Note to self, if I get fired for cursing on the air last week, drive up to Virginia's, Vermont, hypnotize the remaining policeman, and loot town. Yeah, that's it.
When you touch my body, I know you are something, and I can't ignore it. Nothing's on me if I wanna go to the days.
The biggest show right now in the planet is Kate and Ashley plus what? Kate, John and Kate.
Spit all over me. That's all right.
John and Kate plus 8.
You did it. You did it. Yeah.
John and Kate plus 8. There's a show called Rock of Love.
Yes, Bret Michaels, Rock of Love.
Yes,
yeah.
Bret Michaels, and he had a band called Rock of Love, and he was a big band singer.
He had a band called Poison.
Whatever. Yeah. And Poison. Yeah. But their hit song was Rock of Love. So, anyways, the idea is that he gets these ladies.
He says he may pardon the McDougalls if they're, if they go to jail, he may pardon them. And then they asked him, they said, what about Hillary? If she, if she is, because she's also a co-conspirator in this
if she
thing.
gets sent away.
If she gets sent away, will he pardon her? And Clinton said, you do the time, you do the crime, you do the time, he said.
That'd be great. Next time you're on the show, just...
On our show, studies show that people don't watch the show, period.
Space Jam. You know about this movie?
Yeah. Sure, it's Space Jam.
Everybody would know it.
You know,
I know about it.
Space Jam is,
It opened to number one, $30 million, and I saw the movie, it's pretty good. Michael Jackson's actually a very good actor, Yeah. He's no Shaquille O'Neal, but he's a good, I don't know, this isn't going well.
Michael Jordan.
What did I say?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's why. No, but Michael Jordan is in this movie, right?
He is in the movie, yeah.
And he made $30 million for it, and apparently he did the movie because apparently there was some money in the world he didn't have, so he had to. Did I say Michael Jordan?
You said Michael Jordan that time. Yeah, you did good that time. Okay, that's any other topicals you want to zing out there before we move along?
No, it's not going very well.
I'm not a skilled interviewer. Let's fucking face it.
I'm not a skilled... What?
You've done podcasts before, though.
I have. I've never done... I haven't done a lot of video ones,
Have you done, what the fuck?
I did Treat Williams's. I'm just kidding. Just trying to think of somebody random that video podcast.
You win that time. No one more random than that. He would be great.
Treat would be a treat.
Now we're going... This is a section where we do jokes.
Yeah.
And you don't have to think of them. They're written on blue cards.
For the first time in the show.
Yeah, the first time in the show. We do jokes. We stop our Mark Maron-like grilling of your personal life. Do you, Mark Maron?
I don't have a Mark Maron.
Mark Maron gets it a lot, like anything you say. I get it.
Yeah.
Were you jealous of him? People constantly tell me, or I hear this, funniest man that ever lived.
Mel Brooks.
Do you believe that?
Sure. I mean, I think he's of an era. You know what I mean? I think he's still. I think the amazing thing about him, if you are, you're not wired that way. If you're a Jew and your wiring is Jewish, Mel Brooks is going to tap right into that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I understand. I find that when I used to do stock lines. And then I was always sad because it would do better than the rest of my act.
People just love it because
But that's why it's a stock line.
Yeah, because the timing's built in. Oh, there was a dude. I don't know if I want to mention his name.
Yeah, what is it? The doorman at the store. There's a lot of stories there. This guy told me 2 of them were sucking each other off in the fucking parking lot.
Is that true?
I mean, yeah, it's true.
Really? The door? That was different when I was there.
I wasn't surprised at all.
Because they were those kind of guys?
Yeah, they drink a lot and they're wild.
Like those kind of guys. Are you talking about gay people?
Yeah.
I was...
What? I mean, who else is going to be sucking each other?
I know. Why do you call them those kind of guys? Why don't you just say, are they gay?
Are they gay? Why?
You sound like a guy from Mad Men or something.
No, I'm not.
Those kind of fellers?
No, that was not the tone I had.
you understand after a while, and even with politicians, like they're still human beings. And,
yeah, barely, but yeah, they're the worst kind of fucking people in the world.
That's true.
All of them.
I'm glad to hear you say that because everybody thinks you're all leftist and everything.
Well, I mean, I definitely land on the lefty side of things on ideological terms, but I found that from doing political talk radio, just being carrying water for any of them, you just got to realize the quality of people you're dealing with. You're dealing with fucking corporate whores who are operated by business interests. So really, it's going to come down to however you view politics. The question is, do you give a shit about poor people, and are we being taken advantage of?
Right.
Now, if people want to frame that as, Obama's a communist and draining us of our livelihood, well, that's your particular delusion, and that's fine. I mean,
right.
but I just got disillusioned with all of it because these are not quality people. I mean, I did a joke about Michelle Bachmann on Real Time.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I was getting flack from this, a very small portion of the right, that they were like, he's a misogynist. I'm like, she's a fucking pig. She's a fucking politician. Can you name me 2 politicians that command any respect whatsoever? Why do we respect these people? These people are car salesmen. They're idiots. They're more disingenuous than anybody as performers, and they basically figured out a way to bait and placate morons into voting against their self-interest. That's an amazing skill, but is it respectable? I don't know. Do you respect a guy that sells you horse shit in the guise of a health supplement?
I agree with you. I mean, I think politicians are terrible. I mean, people attack evangelists, but at least evangelists offer something.
Right. Well, they after the immediate relief of someone's pain and aggravation with another line of bullshit. But nonetheless, I mean, they're pretty evil too.
Well,
I mean, with politics, it's like. Yeah, I don't like to get into it that much anymore.
Yeah, let's not get into this shit, man.
Okay, buddy.
Because it's getting. I can see people not laughing now.
No, I mean, but laughter. But I know that you've gotten into a little bit of flack around it. But you're
flack around what?
Around politics.
What do you mean?
Well, just say you've said things that people have reacted to, but you're not like a political comic.
I'm not political. I've only said things on purpose to provoke people.
Right.
Once in a while.
You like doing that though.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
But I've never. But I've never. Because I don't know enough. And because I don't respect political humor when it's nothing but gossip.
Yeah, and mostly comics and people like us, people who are obviously First Amendment warriors to a certain degree. We like living the way we want to live. So it's really just going to come down to money. It's like, how do I keep my money? I mean, that's the biggest political question that most righties ask themselves. It's like, I'd like to keep as much of my money as possible. And if that's a minority opinion, how do we get this majority of poor people to get me to keep my money and believe that they're doing the right thing?
Yeah, it's a tough fucking thing because apparently I read this, if all the money in the world was equally divided among everybody would be dead fucking poor.
Yeah. There's these moments where I don't talk about as much as I used to, but then there's moments where you're like, there's a moment that I was on a fucking radio show the other day. And this was an interesting thing because it's about professionalism. I don't do political talk radio. I've got my political views and they're fairly general. I'm not trying to support any politician, but I have the way I think about things.
Right,
but there are politicians that represent the opposite of what I think. So I'm on this talk show with a guy, it's a Fox affiliate, but I'm there to plug my comedy and talk about my podcast and be funny with this dude who's a talk show host. He's a radio professional. He runs an entertainment show for the most part, but he's been dying to talk to Rand Paul about the bridge situation because I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. He's the fucking senator.
Right.
They got bridges falling down, and he's been trying to get this guy on the show. And the guy he calls in when I'm there. So now I've got, if I was doing political talk radio, I mean, it would have been what the fuck are you thinking? You and your libertarian bullshit, and how are we going to pay for this? I would have jumped in and done that. But there was this moment where it's I just done a segment with this radio professional. He was like, God, it's great to talk to a guy who knows how to be on radio. We're having a good time. Hold on, the senator's on the phone. And I got to sit there and go, oh, do I do this? Would it be worth it to sabotage this for some lefty, credibility? Yeah, and then I realized, dude, he's a radio guy. You're a comedian. You're having a good conversation. He's trying to talk to this guy about a local problem. Just shut the fuck up and let him do his job. And then when you come back, get back to what you were talking about. And I chose to do that, but I did walk out saying like, "You pussy! You had such an opportunity there."
You know, I was on Politically Incorrect a couple of times, and fuck, man, you know, you have to have an opinion about every goddamn thing on that show. So,
or you can just do a little homework and write some jokes.
Yeah, but sometimes I remember at the break, like Scott Carter go, "Enough with the jokes." But I'll never forget it. Like I'm very unlearned, and so before the show, Scott came in, who was the
producer. Yeah, he's been on the show. Yeah.
So he said, "What do you think about China and Taiwan?" And seriously, I only know those as words, you know. So I was like, I don't know anything. Like, can't I have another subject? So, anyways, then we get out because he goes because Bill believes this. I mean, anyways, when we get out, we're introducing the guy beside me. The smart guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a book on China and Taiwan.
Right.
So fucking Bill Maher, he starts with me. He goes like, "What was it with China and Taiwan?" I go, "I don't know. Fucking ask this guy. What do I know? I'm a nightclub comic. What?" Like, that's what made me laugh with that show. Everyone's opinion's equal.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like a nightclub comic and an expert. And then another thing I always found funny about that show is the comedians try to be very serious, and then the serious guys are trying to get jokes.
Yeah.
So it's like...
it's not always our shining moment.
I do like Bill, though.
No, Bill's great at what he does.
Yeah.
Like he started out a straight up joke dude, and he knows his shit. And it's pretty amazing.
You know what's funny about him? I don't know if I should say this or not, but I mean he's probably aware of it. When he does his monologue, have you noticed when he does his monologue, he does Johnny Carson?
No, yeah, no, definitely. He definitely
must
models
be aware
himself.
of it.
I think that's been his style for a long time. He definitely takes the posture.
But I find it very funny because, you know, he's got the posture and the timing and everything. And he's like, and then she came in his face, you know, but it's crazy words come out.
Carson would have loved to have done that.
Yeah, he probably would have.
I'm against cannibalism, you know. As you all know, as any of you know that follow me on the Google space, WW, I have gone across this country with my anti-cannibal stance, you know, talking to people from one side of this great nation to the other. Every year I put my toe in the Pacific and I travel this great land with my anti-cannibal message, you know? Mostly to young people. I try to educate the young people. You know, I go to the schools and I go, listen. You might think that you're going to be the cool guy because you eat a dude friend of yours, you know? And maybe you will for a couple of years, you know? Maybe you'll be the big man on campus. Oh, that's Jim. He ate a fella. But there's more to it than that. No, I use my time for you know what I do? I do a lot of charity work for things that people, I don't like arguing with people, you know, when they have another opinion than me. So what I do is I pick very popular opinions and then I work for those people. And what I was going to say was that as a anti-cannibal guy, it would never occur to me to do the same thing as she does with her tofurkey. I would not take all my delicious cheese sandwiches and fashion them into the shape of some old rotting corpse of some dude and then eat that. That would make it less tasty than the cheese sandwich itself, to me. But listen, it's easy to go around saying, hey, I'm against cannibalism. Oh, I'm anti-cannibalism. Look at me. I'm better than everybody else, you know. I know it's easy to say because I say it every day to people. But actually, when you think about it, you don't really know how you're going to, you know, how your cannibalism beliefs are going to stand up under when it comes up. Because you'll notice in life, cannibalism rarely comes up. There's always some cheese sandwiches around you can find, you know? But what about when you're in the Andes? Well, then all bets are off. You have to wrestle with your conscience because you're in the Andes. I don't even know why people go to the Andes, but they do. They go, "Hi, listen, travel agent, me and the wife, Ruth, you know Ruth, we're going, we got to get away from the kids again this year. We got to go to Island. We were hoping something on the other side of the Andes. Anything you got there? We just want to relax, lay on a hammock or something, and we want to go to a nice place that is separated from where we are now by the Andes. And got any small planes? We like flying in small aerofoils. In the dead of winter. You got anything like that? And they're like, yeah. So you get on the plane, and 20 minutes later you crash into a mountain, because everyone knows it's on the boarding pass. It says, layover, a mountain. So you crash into the mountain, and then, you gotta wrestle with your conscience, because, you're down there, and the guy in 24E is looking pretty delicious. And so days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months. Months, you know how time works, right? I don't have to explain everything. Then becomes now. So and then you have to wrestle with your conscience because you're like, my conscience. And your conscience is very, if you don't want to wrestle with your conscience because, So, although it's not as hard as wrestling with an actual wrestler, I find. If you have your choice between wrestling with your conscience and wrestling with a professionally trained wrestler, I'd take the conscience because it doesn't even have arms. And for wrestling, like the headlock is the biggest move. If you don't have arms. So anyways, you're wrestling with your conscience and you're like, oh man, should I eat that guy in 24E? I don't know. It looks pretty good, but I don't think it's right and all this stuff. And then time goes on and you get, and instead of just acting right away, which would probably be the smarter thing, you wait way too long and months pass and then you go crazy and then you go after Frank, that's his name, in 24E, and you're just, you're so hungry now, you're tearing into him, you're like, Frank, blood all over you and everything, Anyways, and that's the last, and this is what you don't want to happen at that point, is for the rescue plane to come over at that very moment, Well, you're like, what the? They're like, we have hamburgers and hot dogs here in the plane. And delicious cheese sandwiches, everything you want here. You're like, what? A lot of snow.
And Albert Fish was born on this day in New York City in 1870.
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
What?
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
Oh, Albert Fish?
I've never heard of that guy.
He was known as the Gray Man.
The Grain Man?
The Gray
the
Man.
Grain.
The werewolf of Wisteria.
I
You know why he was known as the Gray Man? Because he was a serial killer. He slayed children and ate them. He's a cannibal. But when the police asked a woman to describe him, and she said he was gray in both appearances and demeanor. Very bad description. For
This
the
is like
police.
Arsenio when it was woo.
Yeah, woo.
But
But anyways.
I'm pretending I know who Albert Gray is. I didn't.
No, Albert Fish.
Oh.
You're a New Yorker. So anyways, he was a child rapist and cannibal, as I explained.
When he's a child
Jesus
rapist, you try not to
Christ.
laugh when he looks at you.
Oh,
There's
come
something-
on, man. It's not funny.
I know it's not, but I know you want people to laugh. When
But
you say
Fish boasted that he had children in every state. Now, I would not boast about that. I don't think you would. I don't think you'd do it. But if you did do it, you certainly wouldn't boast about
Not
it.
at all, sir.
You'd take that to the grave with you. But he boasted.
Well, they say they
Anyways.
eventually all
Jesus.
sing like a canary.
They do say that?
About murderers, right?
Yeah,
they brag to
eventually
a
want to be
friend.
caught,
Right.
yeah.
When Norm bragged, sorry.
But Fish, this is interesting. Fish chose his victims. He only chose victims who were either mentally handicapped. Now, don't laugh at this next part, please.
But you know he wants you to, right?
No. If you laugh at this next part.
Okay. And I'm not gonna
Fish
drink
chose
water.
victims who were either mentally handicapped or African American. Oh, come on. Why would you think that's funny? God damn, Fred. Jesus Christ, that was the worst part of the story. Okay, but why do you think he did that? What would be the explanation? Why would he only attack? Why would his victims that he chose only be either mentally handicapped or African Americans?
Because people in those days didn't care when those people were vanished.
You're thinking like Albert Fish now.
And prostitutes. That's why they.
That's right.
Prostitutes.
Exactly. Nobody really cares about prostitutes.
Well, it's like that comedian that would rape people at comedy club. No, in colleges.
Yes, Vince Champ.
They
friend.
always said his great gimmick was that people would think who did it, and they never, because he'd go on to another town and another college, but when people say, "What about the comic?"
Yeah. Maybe the worst gimmick a comic ever had. But anyways, but you were exactly right. That's why Albert Fish killed only mentally handicapped and African Americans.
What about, okay.
I thought you'd laugh at African Americans again, that they were.
No, because I know him. I know he'll do something. That's outrageous. How
Well, it's
dare
kind of
you?
outrageous for you. But anyways, Fish tortured, mutilated, and murdered the youngsters. They were children. With a meat cleaver, a butcher knife, and a small hand saw.
Oh, Jesus.
God, you're...
This is the topical portion?
Yeah.
This is the birthday.
And then he solidified his reputation as the most vicious child slayer in criminal history.
Oh,
Though
you know who
barely
was?
literate, Fish wrote taunting letters to the parents of his victims, gruesomely detailing
Jesus.
how he slayed, butchered, cooked, and then with great enjoyment dined on their offspring. He would inevitably declare that a child's roasted rump was the most toothsome dish in all of gastronomy. Additionally,
You make
Fish
me-
was
I
a
never heard this
masochist. Get this. And he would insert wool doused with lighter fluid into his own anus and set it alight for his own enjoyment. Fish was finally arrested, and he immediately began confessing to killing 700 children.
Get out of here.
Yes, and he was dizzyingly happy about it. Smiled as he described the grisly details of the tortures and the murders, appearing to the detectives. And one of the detectives said he appeared as the devil himself. I mean, this guy was a real jerk.
Now I know there was no Albert Fish.
Weekend Update with Norm Macdonald.
Thank you. I'm Norm Macdonald, and now the fake news. Yesterday, Simpson trial judge Lance Ito allowed that mystery envelope to be opened, and it appears Simpson may already have won $10 million. The first deaf Miss America, Heather Whitestone, was crowned last week in Atlantic City. Although completely deaf, she is an expert lip reader. Personally, I don't think she's that pretty, you know. Not my cup of tea. Well, David Hasselhoff is a huge rock star in Germany, where his latest album sold 5 million copies this week, which once again proves my theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. And in a related story, this week marked the 5,000th performance of the Broadway musical Cats. It also marked the 5,000th time a guy turned to his wife and said, "What the hell is this?" And finally, John Wayne Bobbitt is going to be an adult film star. He has been signed to play himself in the John Wayne Bobbitt story. The part of his severed penis will be portrayed by Pauly Shore. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. Las Vegas mogul Steve Wynn has announced plans for a new hotel, 46 stories high, set on a 17-acre island in the middle of a 50-acre artificial lake on the Las Vegas Strip. In a related story, Motel 6 now has shampoo. Well, a beef-flavored water for dog hit stores this week, and dogs are eagerly anticipating the arrival next month of the newest water flavor, other dogs' asses. With Republican control of the Senate, Oregon's Bob Packwood will become chairman of the Senate Finance Committee. In a statement, he promised to massage the budget, goose interest rates, and, if possible, stick his tongue down the throat of inflation. A French man who calls himself the Snake Man was arrested this week after climbing up the side of a Manhattan high-rise. Yep, he climbed right up the side of a high-rise. Just like a snake. Dr. James Watts, a neurosurgeon who performed the first frontal lobotomy, died this week in Washington. If you recall, a lobotomy involves drilling holes in the skull and then inserting and rotating a knife to destroy brain cells. What a genius, he'll be missed. This week is Taxi Cab Appreciation Week, so to all you taxi cab drivers out there, I'd appreciate it if you'd take a shower once in a while. How'd that be? A new hangover-free vodka is on the market. Yeah, the ads claim that the 80-proof vodka is so pure, it's virtually headache-free. But before you run out and buy it, remember, it causes massive anal bleeding. Former First Lady Nancy Reagan reports that her husband has been relaxing at their ranch, riding horses and chopping wood. Sadly, eyewitnesses report that he was actually riding wood and chopping horses. Ted Kennedy says now that he's won re-election, he can finally relax, get off that crazy diet, and really let himself go. Yeah, Ricky Lake, you know, she really is an animal lover, though. She has 3 cats, 2 dogs, and a big ass that follows her around everywhere. Well, there may be trouble in paradise. Lisa Marie Presley confirmed this week that she and Michael Jackson live in separate residences 50 miles away from each other. Lisa Marie was quoted as saying, "I guess being married to a homosexual pedophile wasn't such a great idea after all." Kenny G has a Christmas album out this year. Hey, happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap. Serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was attacked and killed by another inmate this week. Just before the fight, Dahmer threatened, "Hey, don't mess with me, pal. I used to eat guys like you for breakfast." Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry. That should read, Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. Just, I didn't read it right. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. A Brooklyn man crossing an expressway on Monday was hit by at least 10 cars. According to police, the man's body was spread over a 2-block area. Police also reported that various organs were flattened on the road and that his spine had been ripped out of his torso. The man is currently resting in stable condition at St. Mary's Hospital. Well, a study this week reports seafood is good for you unless it's fried. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. A new FBI study shows that for the first time, Americans are more likely to be killed by a stranger than a loved one or acquaintance. Their advice? Introduce yourself to as many people as possible. A sheepdog carrying $250,000 worth of cocaine in its stomach was found at JFK Airport earlier this week. A customs agent got suspicious when he saw 2 airline employees taking turns sniffing the dog's ass. O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, "We want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people." There's a new 24-hour cable TV channel now. It's called Fish TV. The channel shows a giant aquarium of fish 24 hours a day, except from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. when it shows the Byron Allen Show. In a survey this week, men said they preferred penis size to height. 62% of men said they'd rather be 5'2" with a 7-inch penis. 36% said they'd rather be 6'3" with a 3-inch penis. And the remaining 2% said they'd rather be 1'4" with a 300-inch penis. Here we see the president and the first bitch. Hey, slow down, you bitch. Let me catch up. A 51-year-old cosmonaut set a world space endurance record this week after spending 367 days aboard the Russian space station Mir. And also, as a side note, he also smashed his own masturbation record. In Walnut Creek, California, anyone who turns in his gun can get free therapy. And anyone who doesn't turn in his gun can get free anything.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I wasn't broken apart by you.
Officials in Disney World have ordered their ride, the Extra Terror-estrial, to be shut down until it can be made scarier. When the attraction reopens in 2 weeks, it will be exactly the same, but missing 6 bolts. The United Paramount Network's new show, Star Trek Voyager, finished in first place Monday night with a 14.7 rating. For those of you who don't know, 1 rating point is equal to 950,000 nerds. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. Taco Bell this week introduced a new light menu, as well as a new slogan: half the fat, but still tastes like crap. OJ's pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that OJ is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that. 130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard. Well, there's good news this week from strife-torn Ireland, where a historic peace agreement has just been signed. Gee, I wonder if anyone will celebrate by drinking. New medical research shows that men and women have different food cravings. Men preferring meat and women preferring sweets. Scientists trace this back to caveman days, when men had to go out and hunt for food while women sat on their fat asses eating chocolates. Washington Power twosome Mary Madeline and James Carville are expecting their first baby in July. No one knows if the baby will be a Democrat or a Republican, but doctors are sure of one thing. It will be weird looking. This was Colin Ferguson's first week in prison. Ferguson has reportedly dismissed his cellmate, and from now on he will be acting as his own bitch. The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes. Due to a change in policy, Amtrak employees will no longer be able to kick homeless people out of Penn Station based on the way they look. From now on, they will have to go solely on urine stench. Some teenagers are snorting or injecting Ritalin, a drug prescribed to treat attention deficit disorder in children. Drug abuse experts warn that Ritalin can cause accelerated blood pressure, along with enhanced mental alertness, a surge of energy, and an increased sense of self-confidence. And remember, kids, those are bad things. According to a controversial new biography, Elizabeth Taylor likes her lovemaking loud, rough, and frequent. Coincidentally, that's also how she likes to eat. Well, it's official. There you go. Michael Jordan is leaving baseball to return to basketball. It is unclear whether the media will now refer to him by his old basketball nickname, Air Jordan, or his more recent baseball nickname, Senior Crappy. Newlyweds Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had their first argument this week. He wants kids, while she wants fake kids. A new study says that people who quit smoking have healthier lungs. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Leona Helmsley fired a maid this week for stealing her Victoria's Secret lingerie. And you think she looks hot here, huh? Imagine, if you would, with the Hertz Rental Car Company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. And finally, the Diamond Council of America advises that men spend 2 months' salary on an engagement ring, while the American Housing Company suggests that you spend 25% of your salary on rent. Interestingly, the U.S. Crack Association recommends that you spend all your salary on crack. In medical news this week, scientists report there may soon be a vaccine for drug addicts, which completely eliminates the craving for cocaine. They caution, however, that the vaccine is extremely dangerous, highly addictive, and costs $10,000 a gram. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing." Whoa. In a bid to boost low attendance, officials at the New Jersey State Aquarium have announced plans for a $4 million facelift. In addition, flashing neon signs will be placed outside the aquarium, stating that the fish are, quote, all nude all the time. Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Last week, Duchess of York Sarah Ferguson visited the Big Apple and showed off her 14-pound weight loss. Hopefully, this will not interfere with her official duties of sitting on her fat ass all day long. Well, singer Willie Nelson, who was arrested recently in Texas for marijuana possession, saw the charges against him drop this week. A judge ruled the arrest had been illegal because police didn't have probable cause to search his car for pot. How about the fact he's Willie Nelson? Well, the magazine POV came out this week with a list of the best and worst jobs to have in the next century. Their 3 best were, in this order, multimedia software designer, management consultant, and interactive advertising executive. While their worst, for the 3rd year in a row, crack whore. Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into 2 camps, those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid. A Cambridge, Massachusetts juror found City Councilman William Walsh not guilty of malicious destruction of property after he removed 2 dildos from a sculpture in the City Hall annex. Walsh's defense was that he was walking by, saw them, and said to himself, "Hey, free dildos." Look at there. Well, Premiere Magazine's list of the 100 most powerful people in Hollywood hit the newsstands this month. In an odd bit of ranking, Demi Moore was ranked number 28, while her breasts were ranked 20 and 21. So, at a press conference this week, Washington Mayor Marion Barry said he wants private businesses to provide 5,000 summer jobs for a district youth program. He also wants some crack. At Virginia Commonwealth University, a professor is being sued following revelations that he spanked one of his students. It was the student's parents who first became suspicious when they asked, "What kind of marks are you getting?" And she replied, "Big red ones on my ass." So...
For the 5th year in a row, People magazine has named John F. Kennedy Jr. one of its 50 most beautiful people. Meanwhile, Big Red Nose magazine has named Ted Kennedy one of its 50 faces most ravaged by drink. Well, in Buffalo, Wyoming, a truck jackknifed this week, spilling hundreds of sticks of dynamite on the I-90 interstate, though officials noted that there is absolutely no danger as long as you're protected by magic. Yeah, I wish I was protected by magic. All right. In stock market news this week, April's 3 biggest losers were Cantab Pharmaceuticals, Champion Enterprises, and Crapco, which manufactures crap. And also crap-related items, most recently Mariah Carey's Christmas album. Due to expected cutbacks in funding for PBS's The Frugal Gourmet, has announced that he'll be changing his name to The Cheap Bastard. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab 2 people at the same time. Well, Gary Busey left the hospital this week after overdosing on cocaine last Friday. Doctors say Busey is okay and he should be back in the hospital in no time. Last Friday in Washington, D.C., the city's elementary school students pledged to stay drug-free as a gift to their moms on Mother's Day. Meanwhile, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry got his mom a great big box of chocolates. The Walt Disney Company has announced plans to build a $300 million hotel and entertainment complex in New York's Times Square. Construction begins next spring on their first attraction, Crack Horrors of the Caribbean. The American Academy of Pediatrics has released an updated list of unsafe baby products. Topping the list this year is the really, 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 really high chair. A deadly outbreak of the Ebola virus is said to be responsible for more than 100 deaths in Africa and a couple of really bad movies here in the United States.
Listen, man, Sean, you know...
The future of comedy.
The future of comedy. It reminded me last night, because I got in early yesterday, and then I waited up on Sean because he drove from Los Angeles.
Oh, jeez.
Because he's afraid of Ebola. And it sort of reminded me, like, because I would phone him, on his car, and I go, how you doing? He goes, now I'm in, wherever he was.
Quartzsite.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it reminded me
date shake.
of he had a date shake.
No, I ate at McDonald's twice.
On the drive?
That's a long drive. You ever have a date shake?
No.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of kind of like a Stephen King novel. I'm on the phone.
Right.
He's like, I haven't touched anyone yet, and he's so afraid of Ebola. But
Are you really afraid of the Ebola? Because I think I'm horrified.
Oh, yeah, I'm terrified because what just happened is it was one person, then it was 2 people, then it was 3 people, and then that second person went on a plane.
Yeah.
So now 800 people are
And
quarantined.
there's another one on a boat now, on a
the one
cruise
on the
line.
plane doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, but close enough.
It's so
We've
close.
had 2 people that have had it.
And the other one that was
But
handling...
the other one are being accused.
Yeah.
But
Right now we're taking the witches right now and we're going to
Good.
start burning them.
Good.
Yeah. Well,
Who's for burning? Show of hands. If it's
I mean, if it saves me
me too. That's how I
listen,
feel.
I'm going to tell you
diarrheing blood.
Yes.
Fidel,
Burn that guy.
Fidel Castro, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who has an island. His country is an island, right?
Right.
So when the AIDS outbreak happened, you're on an island. It could knock your whole island down.
Right. Yeah.
So what he did is they had a big, beautiful resort, right?
Uh-huh.
And he just took it over, because that's what they can do in
Right.
Cuba.
When it's your island.
Yeah, and he put all the AIDS patients in this beautiful resort, fed them all, and
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. They
It almost
really,
makes you want AIDS in Cuba, doesn't it? Kind of like tried to get it.
But it knocked the disease out. It killed the
Yeah,
disease.
because you quarantine everybody into their own little package.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So the lady who they keep saying was handling samples, which basically means the poop and pee of the Duncan guy.
She was taking
is
them
on
out.
a Royal Caribbean cruise and she's got it locked in a cabin now. I'm the same way because I
But
think
also like a nurse. If a nurse can get it, I mean,
Yes.
because they take care.
they try not to get stuff every day. That's their job.
So if it's not airborne, Sean
Yeah.
was saying it's just a droplet.
Yeah.
Well, wait till terrorists get it.
I mean, of course.
If you take in someone's breath that has Ebola, you know.
It's like a
It's
horrible
gonna be
movie.
awful.
Yeah,
I had to stop drinking people's blood.
that'll do it.
I mean,
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Stupid Twilight movies, and now we've got this. It's taking a horrible turn on all of us.
yeah, well, I mean, it would be the worst when terrorists get it, but I also think it would be bad when just like innocent people get it.
That's when you got something.
I think you misunderstood me, but it's okay. Who did you usurp as the future of comedy?
I
There
think,
has to be like the guy who had that role that you took
Yeah,
it
who
from.
got rolled?
probably Aziz Ansari.
You think? And now he's just comedy.
Yeah, now he's
the
president of comedy.
He's the czar.
And Norm, are you the
I'm the
ghost
past.
of comedy past?
Yeah. A lot of times me and Sean we'll go and then people will go, hey man, that guy seems like the future of comedy, that guy seems like the past of comedy. Where do we
Who
go
says
to get
that to you?
Where do we go to get the president?
People will review your show that way. That's just an awful person to say that about the show he just watched. I saw the future and I saw the past.
Yeah.
Just looking for something in the middle there.
Yeah, well, listen, man, the future and the past are all we got because the present is, people falling down, bleeding from every orifice of their body.
Yeah, I don't like the present.
It's better to look at that.
Did you guys ever read The Hot Zone?
Yeah, we were talking about that. I never
God,
read
that
it,
was
but
a terrifying book.
it's the one that makes me go, okay, Ebola, I'm not going to fool around with this one. We had a record of 0 cases up until about a month and a half
they
ago.
could have had a vaccine. It was 20 years ago.
Oh, that's right.
They could have worked on a vaccine, but they didn't.
What was the thing that you told me about the hot zone that sounded like a lie?
Oh, the horrifying story? Oh, that you think it's a lie, yeah. No, in the Hot Zone, they're talking about the first guy that got it, and, it's just a nightmare. And he gets to the, it's on a little plane from Africa, and he gets to the hospital, and he goes there, and it's an African hospital.
Which
Not to
says
say anything against Africa, but my God. And then...
Look at these hospitals.
And then he goes there, and they don't know Ebola.
Sure.
So it's like, and they said at that point, anyways, he collapsed and blood exploded from everywhere.
Oh.
And they said that the blood hit the ground and started moving.
What?
Because it's
Like a sci-fi movie?
Like a sci-fi movie, because it's more Ebola than plasma at that point.
Oh.
And it's just looking for a host.
mobile.
It's going to die.
I'm out. I'm out on that. Yeah, start the fire.
It's like Alien.
Yeah, no, that's just an awful
So
thing.
burn all the Ebola. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Are you opposed? Are you opposed to? Give me a counter argument to it.
You take that resort, Norm, and then you torch it. That's John's idea.
I have an odd approach to curing starvation as well, which is kill all the starving people.
Yeah.
It goes away if we team up with the warlords. I mean, we've raised so much
They
money,
take the
and
food
they're
anyway.
still hungry. We've teamed up with the wrong side.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think? You have to go already?
No, Brad's
okay.
just pointing at my coffee.
Brad, I don't like when you stand up. Sit back down. Doesn't he look like he's from a Wallace and Gromit special?
The were-rabbit is right behind him.
Hey, Dave, say what you will about Elon Musk, but with his new plan to bring people to Mars, nobody is a more creative serial killer. Like my friends, Lori, who is my good friend, her best friend, or not her best friend, but her friend is Elon Musk, who I'm sure you know.
SpaceX.
And I go, this guy should be the most famous guy in the world by far.
Yes.
This guy is the coolest motherfucker
Yes.
You know, and he just risks everything constantly, and he has so much hope, and he's not a cynic like everybody else.
Yeah.
He wants to colonize Mars, and oh my God, like
he's a leader in 2 insane fields:
Yes.
space flight and automotive.
I know.
It's crazy.
And he's making a hydro loop to San Francisco.
It's just like, my
and
God.
he throws all his money. So, you know, he makes, I think he started with PayPal.
Yeah.
So he makes all his money, boom, throws it all in. So at one, as soon as he fails, everything disintegrates.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But he doesn't care. He, like he just tells me, he goes, I want to be alive to see a man on Mars. I probably won't be, but it's amazing in this world of everything.
And it's also it's beautiful that those people still exist.
Yeah.
That can rise from whatever muck we're all in.
Right.
They can still be no, we're gonna go do this.
Yeah,
Like,
they can have imagination. Instead of going like, hey, the fucking global warming, everything's going to go to shit. Like,
it's like, let's build a rocket and go to Mars.
He has an answer.
Insane.
That's awesome. He has an answer instead of the answer being, the other guys are wrong.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah. This is getting so
It is. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
My Uncle Phil. You ever meet my Uncle Phil?
I didn't meet your Uncle Phil, no.
Oh, you didn't? He was...
Yeah, we don't know each other that well. Remember?
That's true.
No,
So,
I've not met your Uncle Phil.
He's a good man, Uncle Phil. So he was telling me, you know, he's just one of these guys that has so many lives pushed into one. He just does so many things, you know? And he was telling me, he says, he's a kind of a jack of all trades, you'd call him.
Yeah. That's a good phrase.
Yeah, he's a jack of all trades. So he was telling me, he said, the problem is you're not really appreciated for any single thing because you're so good at so many things. You understand what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah. So he said to me one time, he says, Norm, he says, we were just walking through his town, you know, of Monkland, Maine he lives in. And we were just walking through the town. He's an old fella, you know?
Right, one of the old people.
Yeah, he's 80.
Yeah, 80, okay.
80 years young, he says. So he goes, Norm, you see that barn over there, he says to me. I look over, there's a barn. I go, yeah. He goes, I built that barn with my own hands, all by myself. But he goes, do they call me, do they say there's Phil, the barn builder? No, sir, he says. I said, yeah. He goes, look over there, you see that weather balloon? He says, you don't know this about me, Norm. He says, I was one of the first men ever to fly in a weather balloon.
Wow.
He says, but do they say, hey, there goes Phil, the weather balloon pioneer? No. He says, look over there's a bakery that I started. You know, that dirty bastard Bob has it now, but I'm the guy that started that bakery. And I go, all right, easy. And he goes, I started that bakery and I was the best baker, but does anybody go, oh, there goes Phil, the great baker? No, he says, but he says, let me tell you something, Norm. He says, you have sex with one goat. And... He says, people then, they say, there goes Bill, the dirty goat.
Get rid of that. We don't need that microphone anymore, do we? Wow, well, I do want to meet this man someday. He sounds fascinating. We got to talk about this.
The actor who appeared in commercials for many years as the Marlboro Man has died of lung cancer. Asked if he'd contracted the disease by smoking, a spokesperson for the tobacco industry responded by saying, what's that behind you? Then ran away. The U.S. Tobacco Company has announced that between now and December 31, it will donate a portion of its sales, at least $1 million, to the National Volunteer Fire Council. In return, U.S. Tobacco asked that for the rest of the year, everyone pretend that cigarettes don't cause cancer. According to newly released confidential memos, presidents of the nation's largest tobacco companies decided as early as 1964 that cigarettes should contain increasingly higher and higher levels of nicotine. Asked to comment, a spokesman for the tobacco industry said, really, that's interesting. Then got plastic surgery and moved to France. A new study funded by tobacco giant Philip Morris claims that the nicotine in cigarettes may actually help prevent Alzheimer's disease. Executives at Philip Morris caution that the study is not conclusive, but just to be safe, everyone on Earth should start smoking. Earlier this year, the Liga Group paid out more than $750 million in a court settlement when it was admitted that its cigarettes are addictive. And this week, the tobacco company unveiled its new warning label. It reads, "Warning, don't try to sue us, we don't have any money left." The FDA has approved a drug used for antidepressant to help people quit smoking cigarettes. Although it should be noted, the drug is crack, so... Richard Thomas of Chicago is taking a novel approach to getting his wife Sally to quit smoking. He is suing her in U.S. District Court, asking a judge to order her to quit. Legal experts say that considering all factors, Mr. Thomas actually has a very good chance of never having sex with his wife again. According to new medical studies, exposure to secondhand smoke dramatically increases a non-smoker's risk of getting heart disease and lung cancer. Jubilant tobacco company executives say the study proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that non-smoking can kill you. That one wasn't very good, but try to laugh anyway, because it helps Farley have a little rest. The most restrictive smoking ban in the nation took effect this week in New York, and already the city has gained over 9,000 pounds. Well, the Learning Annex in New York is offering a new course to teach women how to smoke cigars. The fee to enroll in the class is $100. The fee to watch the class is $200. A new study says that people who quit smoking have healthier lungs. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. A recent consumer poll showed that Hershey is America's favorite company, while Philip Morris is America's least favorite. In the middle, the company that makes chocolate cigarettes. Right in the middle. Postal authorities removed a cigarette from a photo of blues artist Robert Johnson to help dignify the musician in a new stamp they've issued in his honor. This isn't the first time the post office has altered a photograph. In fact, the original photo used on the Elvis stamp was based on this photo. King enjoying a hoagie.
Get off me! Get off me! I'm the real Annie! Get off me, you fat bastard! Get off me, you fat bastard!
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it?
Craig used to be on a show called The Drew Carey Show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And you did the show right next door. You had the Norm Macdonald show right next door.
And then I remember you were like, we had trailers, and I'd always be in my trailer. I like to go to my trailer and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then you'd be in your trailer, and you'd be writing movies, and then directing movies, and then you'd be writing books.
Yeah. It was because I was trying to not smoke.
But people are waylaid by your laid-back image. They don't realize what a furnace of ambition you are.
Hey, that's true. I am. I zig when they zag. That's what it is. Yeah. Listen, it's good. You don't smoke anymore. You look like healthy. You
no, I quit smoking. Yeah, I read that on the side of the thing.
What did you say? It's dangerous.
It can kill you.
No.
Yeah, I realized like I was smoking all the time, and it's like you smoke and you don't even get high. And
well, you can't. They're not mutually exclusive. You can get high and smoke. It's not like you have to make a choice.
No, I'm saying the cigarettes do not.
Get you high.
Yeah.
Well, you can. There's a substance you can put in them though if you want.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do drugs or alcohol.
Neither do I.
You used to be. I thought you were an alcoholic.
Gosh, Norm.
Tom has drank for as long as I've known him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I drink, yeah. I'm starting to smoke, too.
You've started smoking?
I'm starting now. I'm just starting.
It's harder than you think.
Yeah,
You should probably start with a patch.
Yeah. No, I actually started with the e-cigarettes.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I was smoking those for the last couple of months.
I think you actually were.
Yeah, and then gradually built up sort of an addiction to the nicotine.
So you work backwards.
Yeah.
Do you think we stopped saying N-rig, which means, or N-rich, or nigger-rich, or nigger-rigged, which were terms that some people are going, were they terms? Because, well, it's a fine. Or do you think we just shouldn't use people?
Or what'd they say when you, hey, stop with that joint there, you're getting spit on it.
So, no, hold on a second.
Huh?
So most people would say that we stopped those things because it was egregious.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so you have to say,
give you another example.
So if the
all afternoon, as we do this, you've been playing on and off with a cigarette. Do you smoke?
I quit smoking a year ago.
Good for you.
Thank you. You quit smoking.
Yeah.
And you, when you smoked at the Tomorrow Show,
we puffed. We didn't smoke. We puffed.
You probably caused many children to start smoking.
So you hold a cigarette and you never light it?
Yes, it helps me. I have an oral fixation, the doctors tell me. That never... I'm like Beretta.
Are you doing this to be a funny thing, or do you really have to kind of
I'm doing
feel
it. No, I feel that I have an oral fixation. You know about that.
I don't have that, by the way.
If it's
I don't
not
like
this, I go straight. You don't like sucking cock?
I don't like sucking cock. I mean, I have done it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. You know why I wouldn't like it?
Why?
Aren't those animals, like inside the cum? Like, I remember...
The sperm, you mean?
Yeah. So to me, like, it's a bunch of animals and stuff.
Take me on a journey. Take me far away from this life. I'd leave it in a hurry. Let's run away before morning light. You came.
Okay, since nicotine is such an addictive drug, do you think someday you'll have to have a prescription to buy a pack of cigarettes?
Well, they always bring up the Constitution and talk about how we should still have the right to a militia and all that. But let's face facts, this country was built on tobacco growers. So, if you're going to start changing, if you're not going to change one thing because it comes from way back then, you can't change this either. There are farmers out there who make a living. Tobacco is one of the crops that got this country going. So, no, I don't think they'll ever make it illegal.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't make it illegal. I know.
I think Norm's backing me up on that. What motivated you to quit?
Well, I guess I read this thing about how it was like a phallic symbol, and my doctor went in. He said, you probably have an oral fixation, which you know what that means. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So that's why I always smoke like cigarettes instead of cigars, because if I'm going to have I like a little white thin cock.
Are we back to cocks again, huh? I go away to Ohio, Middletown, the center of the universe, to take a nice clean call, and then I space out. I'm thinking, I can't listen to Norm for a second. I got to get a time cue here. I come back, and you're talking about having a thin white cock in your...
I don't have a thin white cock. In my cock, you mean?
No.
In my mouth. No, you misunderstand. What I'm saying is this. I'm just saying...
Don't make the mistake of thinking I fucking listen to you.
I just want to make it clear about that cock thing. I was just saying, if I ever was gay, if they suddenly made it mandatory or something, then I would choose the smallest cock, and I would like a guy that came fast. I don't know. I thought the subject was cock.
No, cocks is next week.
I'm sorry. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we got problems in this country, For instance, systematic racism, And here's the problem. Nobody thinks they're racist. I remember I was in Portland one time, Portland, Oregon. And the driver picked me up to take me to the gig. I got off the airplane, the driver's driving, and we're driving through downtown Portland, and he says, we got no racists in Portland, no racism at all. And I looked around, everyone was white,
So I said to the guy, I said, well, it's pretty easy not to be racist when everybody's white. And then the guy says to me, he goes, we got our share. I'm like, good Lord, we got our share. That's not right. Why are all, not all, but a lot of drivers, for some reason, like taxi drivers and something, turned out to be racists, you know? That's what I hear a lot, because I don't drive. So I'll get in a cab, and the guy will go, you know what's wrong with this country, don't you? And I go, I got an idea. So what is it? They go, you ever have it when the guy says, and you don't even know which race it is? Like I had a guy once, he goes, now there's a problem in this country, huh? I go, tell me. And he goes, too many goddamn scuttleheads. I was like, huh? So I looked it up in the dictionary and Wikipedia, everywhere. I found scuttle and I found head, and I tried to put them together. I couldn't understand it. I've asked people of every race, and no one has ever heard of the term scuttlehead. And by the way, I would be fine if we just blamed all our problems on the scuttleheads. You know what I mean? Just make them the scapegoats. Why not? As a matter of fact, why not make the goats the scapegoats, like in the old days? Sacrifice a goat. Make it his problem. That's the one that's at fault. That goat eating a tin can. But anyways, I'm not here to talk about goats. I don't know why I'm here.
Jim's. That's what you said their neighbor was? Jim Ping?
That is my neighbor. A nice fella.
Nice guy?
Let me as abacus
I want to do
yesterday.
this.
Jesus.
Oh, come on. That's not a Chinese guy.
I wasn't saying it was.
That was kind of
What are
racist.
you, Mickey Rooney?
Hey, come on.
I know he's dead,
Have
but
a little
Mickey Rooney
respect.
did a very racist thing, like you just did, in a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's by the wonderful Truman Capote.
I wasn't doing anything racist, and you know it. But go ahead.
Do you have any other color jokes? I mean, he's just blue and yellow.
Did you just say, do we have any other colored jokes?
I knew you were going to say that.
Fucking Jimmy the Greek over here. I don't want to...
Jimmy the Greek.
How about Jimmy the Greek gets kicked out for being a racist? Meanwhile, they call him the Greek. Yeah, I gained 45 pounds.
Are you okay? Yeah, what's going on?
I'm doing it for a movie.
For what role? What's the role?
What are you playing, Jackie Gleason? What do you mean
It's not a particular movie. I just think they always need a fat guy in a movie.
You're doing hard.
You're paying it forward, yeah.
No, I'm going to lose it though.
Yeah, it's the heaviest I've ever seen.
And since I've gained it, I sweat like a
you sweat
like a whore in church. I don't mean to be
what?
I don't mean to be filthy, but
a whore in church.
Yeah, she's nervous, so she sweats because
sweating like a Chris Dorner in a Big Bear cabin.
Okay, come on.
Well, I'm just.
That's racist.
Did you read his manifesto?
Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yes, it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million are racist, according
they're
to this.
Fine, man.
They're.
You know the joke about B.B. King's wife?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't think so.
B.B.'s having a birthday, so she wants to surprise him, so she goes to the tattoo parlor. She says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. So the guy does it. She goes home. B.B. comes home. She opens the door, bends over, drops her shorts, and says, surprise! He said, who's Bob?
That's racist.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. The one and only Super Dave Osborne and his joke about
Yeah, tell that to Michael Richards, man.
Why, that's not a racist joke.
Yeah, sure it isn't.
Who's Bob?
Yeah, you know.
Laying in the morning shade. What do we?
What do you think about this dog, the bounty hunter? Have you been following that at all, Norm?
That guy, I mean, to me that sounds racist. But like you gotta remember that even though that is a racist comment, listen, man, we've all known bounty hunters in our time, you know, and they have that thing like curse like a sailor. Well, that could go for bounty hunters just as well. They just chose sailor. Those guys. I mean, they're not like you or me, you know?
No, they're bounty hunters.
If you choose that as your career, you know, you're a bounty hunter. Listen, some salty language is not going to be a... You may as well just be a longshoreman. No, there's nothing worse than bounty hunting.
Norm, you're a genius. All right, we got a couple minutes left. Anything else you want to lay on the listeners before we leave today?
That was funny, that bounty hunting thing. Seems like he's going to get a pass on it, right?
I don't think so, Norm. I think he's in trouble.
Are his bounty hunting days over?
Where's he go from that?
We can't keep you on. I'm sorry, but, you know, you have to... You know, you have a public image of hunting down criminals in their hotel rooms, diving at them in the middle of the night and beating them up. We can't have you saying racist things on the telephone. I don't know.
All right, Norm, I'm going to put some oxygen on my face here and recover. You're going to be on every Friday now?
Yeah, that'll be fun, right?
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'll feel like your Pete Barbuti.
Barbuti. No, stop. Chuck Mangione references be far behind.
Yeah.
Thank you, Storm and Norman. We'll talk at you down the road.
Look who's here.
Who's here?
It's Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley.
My
Yes.
God, so it is.
Great.
Welcome, fellas. You were all paying it. We had mutual appreciation body language.
Well,
As soon as the mics went on, you completely turned all your attention on Farley.
Well, I was trying to.
Are you playing it cool?
No, I wanted Farley to get some talking time in because you know he's a good guy and he's you know only in America. You know, only in America.
Could we have Farley?
What?
Could we have Farley?
Yeah.
Only in America?
Only in America.
Right. Spoken by a Canadian.
Only in America. Chris Farley's brother Kevin.
I thought you were going to call me Chris again.
No.
Which would have been horrible.
Here's it.
No, I wrote a song for Kevin about his brother Chris.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear it?
I would love nothing more.
Very much like to hear it.
Yeah. It's a song parody. No, I don't remember it. You remember it. It's based on the 70s that I'm not Lisa, my name is Julie.
I don't know if you've heard that song.
I'm not Lisa, my name is Julie. Lisa left you years ago.
Familiar with that song?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
That is such a lie. No, you're not.
Kiss up to the guests.
You don't have to.
I'm looking it up.
Can I ask
let's
you?
look it up. Oh, look it up and you can play
Hey,
it.
I've got it.
Okay.
Boom, hit
Are
it.
you really?
Let's listen to
Got
it.
it. Stand by.
All right.
Here we go.
Are you going to sing?
That was it?
Very slow.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Well, we usually play them
It probably
start
is.
to finish.
It's in about 2 minutes in.
I can't fast forward.
No, that's okay. This is good radio.
Yeah, we can talk over this. This will be like a music bed to our conversation.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it goes right into it, so I can just...
Do a little
it does
dialogue.
dub
Just be
it,
like,
right.
hey,
Oh, you'll
Norm,
dub
what's
it
up?
as they
What's
say
up,
it?
Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting concept. He may overlay it. He may overlay the words of the song with his parody.
Sweet.
Okay.
It's just never been done. Here it goes.
You're hearing it here now live.
I'm not Chris. My name is Kevin. Chris was funny. I am not.
Wow. That's terrible. Norm,
I wrote
great
that.
job.
What do you mean it's terrible?
In the first person, it's even sadder.
Oh, wow.
Can we ask you a question about sort of stand-up life in general
pretty good.
that we've never asked?
Great. We got to do it with the overlay.
I don't think we actually need to
We don't need to say
ask
word.
anything.
We don't need to say word.
When you come to a different town doing a stand-up tour, are there certain things that What are you looking at?
I'm looking
Her
at you.
eyes.
It looks like it looks like you're looking at a contact that's slightly off center. You know the trick where if you don't want to look in a person's eyes, you look at a spot right in the middle
I
of
don't
the
know
forehead.
that trick, no.
No?
What a terrible trick. I don't even want to look in a person's eyes. That's an interesting part of
You
it.
do that, I think.
When you come to a different town, is there someone from the club always that picks you up at the airport and then ferries you around
Yes,
town?
but, well, no, it doesn't ferry me around town. They just drive me to the hotel and drop me off and say, "See you in 4 days, buddy."
Is that what happens, or do they try to sometimes befriend you and show you the local sites?
No,
and-
usually it's an old fella, 70 or 75, and he'll drive me from the airport. He'll drop me off. He'll go, "You're on your own for 4 days now, pal." And I'll go, okay. You don't have to say it like that. And he goes, "Hey, you going to stiff me like the last guy?" And I go, "No, what? Who was the last guy?" "Some fella."
I know him.
I go, "All right, I'll pay you money. I'll pay you extra for what he didn't." I always overtip like crazy. You know, like I'll go, I don't know what to tip. So, I pull out a 20 and I'm not going to go "Can you give me 15 back?" Because the guy sees I have other 20s. Especially a homeless guy.
Oh my
I just pray to God I don't pull 100 out somehow. I'm like, "Oh, what? Wait. I have 100 and a 1. I wonder what you're getting. And I'm keeping a homeless dude."
I don't think there's ever been a moment in any interview in 15 years in radio that I lost control so immediately.
quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever had control.
No, it's kind of a groovy feeling. It's kind of it's what I imagine a sensory deprivation tank must be like.
Back to you,
talking to
Darren.
Norm
Just let it
Macdonald.
go. Just let it go.
When was the moment that you, as like a young Norm, sort of discovered that stand-up comedy was a thing that could be done as a job and maybe was a job that you could do?
I don't know. When I was in,
Sorry.
see, that's a hard question. When I was in grade 4, I got a laugh in math class.
Okay.
Oh, that's a tough audience.
Because they said the teacher said there's this theory. It's called the reflexive theory of mathematics. But anyways, he didn't tell us the name of the theory. He wanted us to guess, and he said this theory is if x equals y, then y equals x. And he goes, "What would be a good name for that theory?" And then I said, "The pointless theory." And then I got a huge laugh.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Some people start in the Groundlings, Second City. Some people just pipe up with the pointless theory in 4th grade.
And math class.
Oh my God.
How about you, Kevin?
Kevin.
I don't know. I farted once and the class laughed. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
You're from a funny family. You're from a family
Yeah,
where
some people call it.
a lot of people, was there a lot of competition for attention? Was
Yeah.
there a lot of love, a lot of fighting? Like, sort of set the tone for what the
Jeez.
Farley house growing up in was
It
like.
was all that.
Yeah.
We had a very sick household. No, I think it was competition. Yeah, we have 4 guys in our house.
Any sisters?
And it was, we have 1 sister, yeah.
Wow.
God bless her.
Barb.
And Barb's funny. Barb's probably the funniest one. But she's a nursery school teacher, and she'll send me texts but she'll come up to people and be
So
like,
she made a good career decision. She's funnier than Chris Farley.
yeah.
She decided to go into that line of work.
High-paying industry.
Yeah. But she'll go up to people and be like, "I'm Chris Farley's sister." And be like, "All right, Bob, that's enough."
That's enough. Settle down.
And you'd be like, "Yeah, okay."
Norm, you're shaking your Starbucks cup as though you wish you had more coffee. Do you want the rest of mine?
Well, I drink a lot of cream in mine, so I don't
I
think
have
it
a
would
lot of
work
cream.
out.
Hers is more like
I
pudding.
bet this is sweeter than anything that you.
Oh, I don't drink sugar, though.
You don't, oh, well, you're out of
Thanks,
luck.
though. Thanks,
okay.
Darren. That
All
was
right. I tried.
kind of you.
You're
That was
welcome.
kind of you.
Thank you for not being afraid of germs. Can we talk about SNL a little bit?
Sure, whatever you want to talk
Okay,
about.
this is something that,
I'll talk about it.
and I've interviewed you before.
I know you have.
You do?
Yeah.
Did you talk about it this morning?
Did I talk about you interviewing me?
Yeah.
No, what do you mean?
Because I think you had an interview with my old radio partner.
Yeah, no, he wasn't, but yes, close. He was in the other room.
This is so surreal. Okay, where was I even going? Oh, no,
You were
this was the
saying
question.
when
I
you
wanted it
interviewed
to be a serious interview with you when I talked to you before, but it turned out being kind of weird. And this
I
is
remember,
the question that I wanted to ask you.
It was a very metaphysical conversation.
No, it wasn't. You don't remember at all.
He has no idea.
I was just joking. I remember it completely, yes.
The question I wanted to ask you was, there was a specific episode of, like, you should know, and your brother actually also, Kevin, were of the cast that was SNL to me. Like, there's the people that go through the history of the show. There's a moment in your life when that's the cast
Right.
that you
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
relate to the most. You're at the perfect age, and you were part of that for me. I remember you were doing Update, and I think that John Lovitz was sitting next to you, and he was doing some sort of...
You two are like 5 inches apart.
Right
That
now,
must be uncomfortable.
no, our knees are touching.
Wow.
And he's got that piercing stare. John Lovitz was sitting next
Murderous.
to you.
It is murderous.
It's
a little
not murderous.
unsettling.
No, I think it's I don't know.
ravening.
I don't know
It's
what
ravening.
it is. I don't
Is it
know.
ravening?
It's
Ravening?
ravening.
I'm not sure
that's a word.
It's positively
Ravening.
ravening. Okay, no, I'm
Anyway.
serious about this.
All right, we're back.
Whoa,
Kevin, whoa.
Kevin?
What?
That's not a funny topic.
Oh, sorry. I
guess it is to Daria.
This is nervous laughter, I assure you.
All right. Maybe I went overboard.
John Lovitz is sitting next to you, and he's in some sort of
John
disguise.
Lovitz was not in. I was never in the cast with John Lovitz.
Okay, then it couldn't have been him.
No.
But the point that I remember was that you, at the end of Update, took out your earpiece
Yeah.
and tossed it down on the desk and stood up and walked off screen before the camera cut.
Oh, I do that a lot. Not my. Yeah, I took off my mic and just went left. Yeah.
This was a particular moment, though, and then you also didn't appear in the goodbye waves.
I never appear in the goodbyes ever.
I don't know if you're lying to me or not.
No, I'm.
Is that true?
You know that? I would never be in the.
Why?
Because I didn't like, because people would phone and go, oh, the show sucked and everything. I felt like an idiot. Like, you go, hey, and like you were in one sketch for 5 seconds or something. And also, my job was done after Update. I'd just go and get some soup somewhere. But I always feel like an idiot, like standing there. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Like nobody cares at all in the audience. They're just waiting to go home.
That's one of my favorite parts of the show. I'm always curious who's talking.
What do you mean?
Oh, it is
I
fun.
think
No,
who's
you're
talking
right.
to whom.
I watch that and I
Yeah.
see people talking. Yeah,
Like, who are the friends? Who don't like? Oh, they're mad at that one.
Yeah,
That's
like
weird.
they'll talk to the guy in the band and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
See, I always imagined that was completely fake, and it was like doing the theater thing where
But I'll
you
tell you-
pretend to be talking and you're saying peas and carrots, and smiling. and
Here's a
smiling.
funny Saturday Night Live was right after 9/11.
Oh God, I'm nervous.
This is are you honestly?
Yes.
This is right after
I've got
9. I was
flop
gone.
sweat.
I was gone from Saturday Night Live, but it was right after 9/11, and so they had it was the first show back from Saturday Night Live after 9/11, and so anyways,
Drew Barrymore again.
Was Drew Barrymore. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good memory.
Yeah, it's
so
good
they had
memory,
the
mayor came out, I guess.
Yeah, the mayor came out, but they had on stage the firemen,
Yeah.
on the start of the show, and they were all just haunted looking, and they had Paul Simon sing the boxer while they panned across these people that had been to hell and back, these firefighters. So then at the end of it was also the first show of the season, so they had new cast members. So then at the end of the show, all the new cast members are up with everybody, with the old ones, and they're all hugging. And meanwhile, behind them are still like the guys, the firefighters,
Sure.
all with their eyes like they had seen everything, And then in the forefront, it's like, you were so good at your first show when you played the girl. And these guys behind them are like, I can't even begin to imagine what I imagined seeing yesterday.
Wow.
You played the cashier funny, Jody.
You'll get more than 2 lines next week. People are congratulating Paul Simon on the song.
Well done.
Guys, like yesterday, I dragged out a leg. It was only a leg.
That's your favorite memory.
I wasn't there. It was my favorite memory watching the show.
Oh, God.
We gotta take a break.
All
I'm
right.
not even kidding.
Norm Macdonald, Kevin
We'll be right-
Farley, Helium Comedy
We'll
Club
be right
tonight.
back. No. We're not
Oh, no,
done.
we're not done.
There's the
Tomorrow.
boys are staying.
Saturday.
Oh, my
Tickets at
God.
heliumcomedy.com. We're coming right back.
105.1 The Buzz. The Afternoon Buzz. With Daria, Mitch, and Ted.
in the studio with Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley. They're at Helium Comedy Club tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. Tickets at 888-64-FUNNY or heliumcomedy.com.
How long have you two known each other?
Oh, geez, Normie.
We've known each other since I did a movie called Dirty Work that Kevin Farley was in.
As a movie, I was in that.
I don't remember what you played.
Well, that was a while ago.
That's a funny movie. It's like it became quite a cult hit.
Yeah, there's less money in being a cult figure than you might think. Being a cult figure doesn't pay, unless you're an actual cult leader. That pays a lot.
That pays a ton.
That pays a lot, and
Having
you get a lot
cult
of ladies.
movie.
You get, as a matter of fact, you get all the ladies.
Yeah.
If you're a cult leader, people speak against them, and I know they have their negatives, like everybody. But they get all the ladies, every lady in the cult. But the problem is they grow so hungry with power that they end up having sex with the dudes too. Like first, like I'm just having sex with ladies. Hey, you have to watch your wife have sex with me. The guy's like, and then later it's like I got to get more power. Have sex with the guy.
How do you know this?
What?
How do you know this?
He's accusing me of being a cult leader. Like you can't keep that kind of thing quiet. Now listen.
Okay.
If there was let's say a cult leader had a cult, and then maybe he had an accident and he accidentally passed on, God forbid, and they had and they had they had an opening.
For a new cult
I
leader.
guess I'd apply.
Submit your resume at least.
Yeah, I'd go, listen, I can tell you guys what to do and make all your decisions for you. You give me all your money. I will be glad to set up some bunks in a barn and tell you what to do. I don't know what they do. I'd study it up. I'd study up on it.
Sure. Give it your all.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to ask another serious actual question, but I'm perfectly prepared to have it go absolutely anywhere.
Okay.
Did you find, Norm, that there was a real difference between the people on SNL that came from sketch backgrounds and that came from stand-up backgrounds like yours?
Yes, I did. The sketch background, right before I came, not right before I came, but the cast before the one that I was involved in had John Lovitz and Phil Hartman and Julia Sweeney and what's the girl?
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. Anyways, they were all Second City guys. And they were all like actors. They'd do ensemble acting. And then my guys were Spade, Farley,
Adam
Sandler, me. And although Farley was a
Second
City guy, he wasn't like a regular type. He was you only looked at him kind of guy, which was like stand-up. Stand-ups, it's like, we don't want the other guy to look good.
Wasn't that a huge challenge for an ensemble show like SNL?
It was a challenge, but what happened was they were big. We'd play a lot of scenes to camera. Like Sandler would do a show directly to camera, or Kevin would. Sorry, Kevin. Chris would come on update and go right to camera and do his thing. You know what I mean? And it was much stronger because these guys were such strong personalities, rather than just like, sort of actors that aren't huge personalities. Like Farley and Sandler were the biggest personalities.
But one thing that came across...
Now there's no giant male masculine personality.
No, alpha gorilla.
It just exudes, whatever.
There is in this room.
Amen. But one thing that came across...
Well, it wouldn't exist in this room if Seth Meyers was here right now.
One thing that came across, though, with that cast was that there was a sense that everyone was having a really good time together. Everyone was friends.
Well, Farley always wanted to make everybody laugh.
Right.
Was he a facilitator of that
That was his goal. As a matter of fact, I think his goal mainly was to make Adam Sandler laugh on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And so
you could see it a lot of times.
He'd go right in your face real close. And
well, there was a Pepper Boy sketch.
Oh yeah, there was that's a great. This guy Jim Downey wrote this sketch. Anyways, they wrote this sketch called Pepper Boy, and it was Sandler and Dana.
Chris.
No, Sandler and Dana.
Oh yeah,
were the Pepper Boys. And they go, more pepper. Would you like more pepper? And so then Chris, if you're not the star of the sketch, you just maybe do a little tiny part.
Yeah. His line was literally.
So Chris had one line. He goes, "I believe I would."
Why
Because
yes?
oh no, why yes? Why yes, Pepperboy? That was his line. Why yes, Pepperboy? So that was his only line, the whole sketch. So the Pepperboy guys went around to all the things, and I think the idea was they would seduce women while they did it. So they went to him, and so anyways, he got from wardrobe Chris a big giant red beard. Like this huge red beard, right? And then they come up and they go, "Would you like some pepper?" Some pepper, and he goes, "Why, yes, I believe I would, Pepper Boy." And like, so the whole place comes down. Like everyone laughs at that more than anything else, but a mile. And then the writers are like, "What?"
He literally went. Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley tonight are appearing at Helium Comedy Club, and I can honestly say I have no idea what the show will be like, but I think it's going to be amazing.
I think I know one thing. You'll be there.
Oh my God!
All 3 nights.
If you want, I don't know that I have a choice. I feel
You're going.
I feel
The cult leader has
cult-like. Yeah, I will be there.
Cult leader is spoken.
Wearing like a high-necked, low Little House on the Prairie dress.
Yes.
Okay, so would you like to go?
Opposite.
Let's give away some tickets.
Yeah, I'm trying to describe a cult-like member would.
Oh, I see. Like a Quaker. You made it sound like a Quaker.
888-733-5105. Would you like to go? We've got some tickets to give away. Give us a call right now. 888-733-5105. If you want to buy tickets, I think there are still some available. You can check online at heliumcomedy.com.
If you want to buy tickets, don't phone.
I just want to go home.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Is this a really good question, Norm? Here's a familiar face for
No,
you,
it's a
Blake.
question from Blake's good friend, Norm. No, Blake, it's fun watching you this year. Wasn't it cool?
Yeah. Thank you.
And I was wondering, like, there's a kind of a curse with Rookie of the Year. Nobody's ever repeated it.
I didn't think about that. Well, I'll try as hard as I can next year, but
All right, man.
I don't know. Thank you for that question, though. That's going on top of the goals for next year.
Dennis Rodman was a guest.
Dennis Rodman, right?
And so we thought it'd be funny if he headbutted me, you know?
Mhm.
So he headbutted me, but he did it really hard, you know?
Do we have I think actually someone supplied the clip. This is you're not kidding around. This is a real clip of what happened. Let's show that, Liz.
If you plan to be here next fall doing book reviews, I expect to see a major attitude adjustment. You know, and while you're at it, a more conventional hairstyle and some clothes, for God's sakes. You're going to have to learn that there is such a thing as rules, Dennis Rodman. Rules. Do you understand that?
Sure. I understand.
Well, good.
That's the way it is. Good night and have a good weekend.
Wait a minute. It did look like he.
Yeah, that really.
You heard that? You hear that dull thud of like skull on skull.
Yeah,
It really.
Yeah, and I don't have like a strong head. I haven't been working it out lately.
Really?
But he has like an athlete's head, you know? But no, beforehand he said, like, I said, hey, don't hit me with your head, or no, you know, don't really hit me. And he goes, no, Al. He goes, he had this thing where he was going to put his thumbs, and as soon as he touched my thumbs, I go back, and then he got all excited and headbutted me. So, like,
So did you feel him like pull the thumbs back, and then real head was coming in at you?
And so I like blacked out for like a minute, and then the next day I had this huge headache, so I thought I was going to die, you know? And so I went to the hospital. I went to I don't want to say the hospital, but I went to this hospital and to emergency, you know, and they're all like, they're the craziest guys in emergency, all like crack. Everybody's on crack, you know? Every emergency is a guy on crack.
Yeah.
So I went in and they go like, hey, how much crack do you have, you know? And I go, I'm not on crack. And they go, what happened? I go, Dennis Rodman headbutted me. On the TV. He headbutted me on the TV. So they go, yeah. Right.
How much crack,
Yeah.
So
The
what
funny
happened? Would they anything wrong?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They said, like, you can't tell. They said, like, the only way you can tell is if later on, if you go to sleep and you don't wake up. Yeah.
That's why you didn't mention the name of the hospital.
Yeah, I don't want to mention it. I didn't know this, too. If you go to emergency, you got to pay. They keep sending me bills, like all kinds of bills.
You thought it was free, that you could just... go there and?
Yeah. I'm from Canada. It's all free there.
Oh, okay.
Good. Now, you were going to bring your son, your boy.
Oh, my son was so excited to come. You know, he knows nothing about entertainment or show business because, you know.
Yeah.
And,
I guess.
but he loves sports, you know. He's a basketball fanatic. He loves it. A beautiful little 10-year-old boy I have. And he was very excited because Charles Barkley.
Charles was supposed to be here.
Yeah. And apparently he was afraid to fly in with the fire.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I had to phone him at his school today, and he had all his Charles Barkley cards, you know, and everything. He collects them, and he was so excited. And I said, "Oh, Charles not going to be here," you know, and he was sad. And then,
well, we tried to get Karl Malone.
I know. And then you guys phoned. You said, "Hey, Karl Malone's going to be here." So then I phoned him back at school. I said, "Hey, Bill, guess what? Karl Malone's going to be here." And he was really excited, you know, because he has all his cards too, and he loves Karl Malone.
Yeah.
So he was real excited. And then Karl Malone's not coming.
No.
So then they phoned me. They go, "It's going to be Jillian Barberie." So I phoned my boy, and I got, you know, he's in school. I said, "Hey, Charles Barkley's not going to be here, and Karl Malone's not going to be here, but Jillian Barberie is going to be here." And then he said, "Is she a point guard for the Warriors or something?" And I said, "No, she's a lady."
Yeah. You know, when he gets older, I think he'll appreciate her more.
Yeah.
As you get older.
Hey, Alexei. So you're the guy that made Tyra look like a fat lady, right?
Sure am.
Excellent. Okay, well, make me look like that guy.
You got it.
Yeah. You work the face, I'll work the body. Oh. That's not Blake Griffin-y enough. Come on, man. More Blake Griffin-y. Now I'm going to find out what it's like to be Blake Griffin. First, I'm going to fool his teammates. Stupid door. I'm Blake Griffin, and you are?
Your good friend and teammate, DeAndre Jordan?
Oh, my good friend DeAndre Jordan, of course. So what time's rehearsal?
You mean practice, right?
Yeah, practice.
What's up with your voice?
What's up with your voice? I'm open. Ow! Not so hard, man.
All right.
Hit me. Sky hook.
Are you all right? Blake, we haven't started.
I gotta quit smoking.
Smoking? What's up with you today, man?
Still got my defense.
Blake, that's a foul. You can't slap me.
Says who? I got an idea. This always works.
Just jump up there and get it.
No. Yeah. Who? Oh! Jeez! I don't know what's going on here. My heart is beating so fast.
Are you all right?
I think I pulled part of my leg that's underneath the top part. Sweet Cordy Howe. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Sorry I'm late. Somebody burned my house down.
Oh no. I gotta start working out.
Stupid door. Oh, I just got this memo from the network. It says they're happy with the show's format, but they just have one note. It looks like from now on they want us to be a Western?
Up yonder in the Pawnee Ridge, it's the Youngers gang.
I don't take kindly to ambushes.
You know what counts sidewinders?
Yellow-bellied varmints.
That was a smart chunk of shooting there, Tiny.
I'm just happy we got Miss Bonita's money back.
Hell, what kind of wicked critter would steal a life savings off a dance hall girl?
Marshal, behind you!
Ah! Dang! Hell's bells, I've been bit in the posterior.
What do we do now?
Well, you go see Princess Big Medicine at the Indian Village. Hell, she knows all the cures better than any doctor.
Princess, ma'am, the marshal has been bit by some serpent.
You must suck out the poison with your mouth. This is the only way. Now go. Go with the wind.
Tiny, you're back. What did Princess Big Valley say?
Oh, man, she said,
Well, what did she say?
She said you're gonna die.
Well, at least I got my boots on. That's the most a cowboy can ask for.
What in tarnation?
Hey, the network says they have a memo for you.
Says here, we didn't say Western. We said we wanted more about the Western Conference Finals. What a damn fool misunderstanding.
Okay, that's it?
It's a wrap.
Taz, we out of here.
All right.
See you later.
I guess I'll have to get me some of them fancy reading glasses.
Any last request before we shoot both you?
Well, I'd sure like to hear some country music. Twangier the better.
Okay, we can do that. How about you?
Yeah, shoot me first.
We're back. I'm here with Norm Macdonald. And you often speak of your native Canada.
Yeah, I love Canada.
You mention it a lot.
Yeah, a couple of people.
3 to be exact.
Yeah, they like it.
That's important. Where are you from? Are you from a big city? Where are you from?
I'm from a little town. It's called Monkland, and it's only 108 people.
108. That's small.
It's country. You know, it's really rural. And but man, I'll tell you, there's lots of funny stories from there.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have time. Thank you very much for coming, Norm. It was good having you here. It was Norm Macdonald. Good night, everybody.
Because farm
really,
people,
there are funny stories from this town.
Yeah, because farm people, they all seem to be, there always seems to be a funny story. I remember one time.
There better be, Norm.
There was a guy, man. He lived down the road. His name was John Neil Mergerison. And this guy, I went to him once. I've been away for a couple of years. I moved to the city. And I came back. And I said, John Neil, how you doing? I went to his what do you got, farm? And
yeah,
So he's showing me his pigs. He had a bunch of pigs there, He had a bunch of pigs, a bunch of them, and one of the pigs had a wooden leg,
What?
Oh yeah, a wooden leg. So I thought that was odd, So I says to him, John Neil, that's odd. There, what's that pig? What's the story with that pig? So John Neil, he goes, oh man, Norm, he says, that's a special pig. He goes, you wouldn't believe that pig. I go, yeah, what? Tell me about it. He goes, that pig, you wouldn't believe it. He says, last winter, he goes, the house burned down. You know, you probably heard the house burned down. And he says, me and the wife, we were sleeping on our bed. And he says, we never would have heard. We never would have heard. We never would have woken up. But he goes, that pig, he broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the house. And he went up to the bedroom window, you know. And he says he starts hitting his little snout on a window, you know. And he says, me and the wife, we woke up. And we got out, man, just in time. We escaped that inferno. He didn't use the word inferno. He's just a farmer.
But you threw that in there.
Yeah, he says we escaped that conflagration, you know. So I go, man, that's quite a story about the pig. He goes, oh man, it doesn't stop there. I go, really? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, just later after that, like the following summer, me and the wife were plowing in North 40, and our little boy, only 2 years old, man, fell into the well, and all alone, you know, and we no way we could do anything. We were plowing, and he says we didn't hear, you know, and he says, man, and we're getting older. We're probably not going to have another kid, you know. That kid means everything to us. I go, I know, John Neal, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. So I said, what happens? He goes, that very same pig. He says, he heard the child's wailing plaintive cry. He didn't say plaintiff, you know, he's a farmer. But he says he heard the child. He broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the well. He looked down. There was the poor son of ours there, Billy, you know, down at the bottom of the well. He says the pig, he took his snout there. He started pulling up on a rope. And the kid got right out, you know, and man, that's great, isn't it? And I go, man, that's the greatest story I ever heard. Man, oh, what a pig. I said, what a pig that is. I said, one question though, John Neal. I said, he got a wooden leg. I don't understand that part. Pig got a wooden leg over there. John Neal goes, man, he goes, what are you, crazy? He says, a great pig like that, you can't eat him all at once. You know, he says,
Mr. Abraham Lincoln, everybody.
Yeah, that was...
All right. I can never forgive you. All right, well, let's mention this. Saturday Night Live this week's with Phil Hartman.
Yeah, it's going to be
Gin
exciting.
Blossoms on that show. That's a great show.
I don't know who they are, but Phil Hartman is great.
Norm Macdonald, everybody. Richard E. Grant, Gold Dust are coming up. We'll be right back. Here with Norm Macdonald, and you know, I find out more and more about you every time you come on the program. You know, I always study up on a file and I learn more about you. And I was really surprised to learn. I didn't know this. I didn't know this, but you were a bartender.
Yeah, I did a lot of jobs before I got into comedy, you know, and for a while I was slinging the hash. No. I was just, no.
You idiot.
That was when I was a fry cook. I was a bartender. I was slinging the drinks, you know?
Sure, right.
And, oh, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what was fun about being a bartender. Always a story, you know?
Really?
Always something funny happening down at the bar.
Well,
and,
that's perfect for a talk show, then.
Yeah, this is a good example. One time I was working in there. Drunk guy comes in, you know? And you're not supposed to serve the drunk guys. You know, that's one of the things you learn. So,
okay.
And also you learn how to make the drinks.
Yeah.
But so the drunk guy comes in, you know, real drunk, you know, 3 sheets to the wind, you know. So this character sits down, you know, and I says to him, I says, what do you want? I can't serve you, you know. He goes, I don't want a drink, he says, you know. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard, you know. So I go to the guy, I say, you can't shoot a dart at my dartboard. He goes, you're drunk, you know. I said, I'm not going to let you, that'd be dangerous. That's a sharp thing, a dart, you know. So the guy goes, no, let me shoot 1 shot at the dartboard. So I go, all right, 1 shot, that's it. So the guy shoots the dart, bullseye. I never seen anything like it, you know, even in his state, bullseye. So the guy says to me, he says, what do I win? You know? So I don't know what he wins. I'm confused, you know? So I start looking around, try to find something for him. And I see right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What? I was gonna give it as a gift to my nephew.
Okay, all right.
He wanted a turtle, and I said, I'll get him a turtle. That'll be a good gift.
Okay.
But then later I thought, that's a dumb gift, a turtle. Nobody likes a turtle, you know? The kid will probably just put him on his back until he dies. Kids are cruel, you know? So I said, why not just give it to this drunk?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I said, here's your prize. Here it is. And so the guy takes it in a shoebox, you know, and he goes, thanks, and he walks out with it. So I figured that's the last I'll ever see of that guy.
Sure.
2 weeks later, the guy shows up again. Drunk again. So now I go, oh my God, that's that guy from 2 weeks ago, you know? So he walks up to the bar. I go, I can't serve you, buddy. I can't do that. He goes, he says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard. I go, no, man, I let you do that before. He goes, but I got a bullseye. I say, yeah, but you can't do that again. You know, it was luck. He goes, let me try. So he takes it, shoots it, bullseye again.
Oh, man.
So he goes, what do I win? You know? So I'm confused. I don't know, you know? I look around. I go, I don't know. I go, what did you win last time? He goes, last time. He goes, last time I won a roast beef on a hard roll. It was the turtle.
We know it was the turtle. It was the turtle. We know.
Oh my God.
It was the turtle.
Guy must have gone out and ate it. It was crazy.
Oh, he ate the turtle. I see now.
It was crazy.
That's the real end of the joke.
It wasn't a joke.
I know it really happened, right? God forbid that was a joke. Sorry for calling what really happened to you a joke. I apologize.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, Saturday Night Live this week. Christine Baranski. She's funny. And The Cure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good show. You'll be there.
I'm excited about Wayne Newton, seeing him. I don't know these people, but Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton, yeah, you gonna stick around for Wayne Newton?
I can't wait to see him.
Mr. Excitement, yeah, that's
he's
cool.
The greatest.
He's gonna be great.
I saw him when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was so great, you know.
All right.
He gives it his all, that guy. No, seriously.
I'm sure he does. I didn't mean to laugh.
I met him backstage. This guy looks younger than us.
Yeah, he does.
He's a great looking. You guys are gonna have fun in a few minutes.
What a great plug. You gotta stick around. You gotta take it from Norm Macdonald, everybody. Thanks, Norm. Wayne Newton, Tracy Bonham coming up. It's a solid show. Stick around.
You know what? Every time we have Norm Macdonald in here, Sully does something to screw up.
He does, doesn't he?
Sully, get over here. By the way, Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley, you're Chris Farley's brother, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a little resemblance going on there.
I look a lot like him, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they are working you guys
You know
to
the
bone.
song. You know the song. I have a song for Kevin that I wrote.
Is that right?
We're just starting it, but you remember the song from the old days? I'm not Lisa.
Yeah.
My name is Julie.
Uh-huh.
Lisa left you years ago.
Yes, I know the song, yeah.
Okay, so listen to this one. I wrote
Okay.
it like a Weird Al Yankovic. Go ahead.
Okay.
Norm wanted me to do this
Go
on
do it.
stage
Just do
last
it.
night.
Do
I go, I'm not Chris. My name is Kevin. Chris was funny. I am not.
You wanted him to do that.
Yeah.
That would kind of be counterproductive.
I'm
when you go,
living in his shadow.
Very nice.
Trying to scrape a career off some brother of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, Norm wrote that.
You're getting
You
as
got
bad.
nice collaboration here.
You're getting as bad as the way Adam Sandler kind of screws you over in the movies.
What the?
What's the last thing he made
He
you
always
do?
gives you some kind of goofy thing to do in his movies.
Well, I was actually in the last movie. I'm not even in it. I didn't make it, but my stand-in did.
He's tired of you. He's tossing you into the
You're
curb.
standing.
Yeah. Like he comes off a thing, and his shorts are rolled up, so you can see the guy's ass, which people will assume is my ass.
You have an ass stand-in.
Yeah, because I don't want to show anyone my ass. So anyway,
An ass double.
very, very seldom does the stand-in get more face time than the
actual
the
person.
actor.
Or ass time.
It did happen this time.
So now, has he picked any other weird roles for you at all?
I just did a table read with Al Pacino's in his next movie, so you do the table read.
Really?
And it's really funny when you do a table read and there's an actual actor there. And all the rest of us are just trying to, because you get your script and you read your line, then you go,
hey, and the night before you're reading it in the mirror or something stupid thing. I don't think that was what real actors do. And then I just pick a word that I'll emphasize. I go, I'll say that louder than the other one.
Well, that's what Pacino does.
I underline that word.
Yeah.
But no, you know what Pacino did? It was really weird. He didn't even go off the words, you know, like maybe I don't know, maybe because he's a real actor. I don't know. Because everyone else was saying the exact words, and he can read, but like I think he was just trying to get the emotion or something. So maybe the line would be like, you know, hey, you better not go out with that Joan, you know. Don't you know that I'm the one that loves her? I love her, you know.
Yeah.
And then he'll really go like, you're going out with Joan, I see, you know. I don't know if that's I like it, you know. I don't know if I like that, you know. I don't know if I like going out with Joan, because the thing is that I love him myself. I love her, you know. I love him myself. I can't do an impression of him, but like he was just all over. He was just trying to find. It was interesting to watch. You know?
Yeah. So you should do that the next time you do a read.
Me?
Yeah.
Just learn to act within now and then.
Yeah. Just start making up your own lines when you do these things.
Yeah. No, but if I did it, like if nobody knew Al Pacino and we were at that table read, he would be fired by the middle of the table read. Because in the table read, he was the worst actor of anyone.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah, like if you saw him, if you didn't know. But it was because it was like watching like if... Tiger Woods on practice day or something, just trying stuff over a tree or something. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't care. What does he care?
Exactly. He's Al Pacino.
Like if he was if Tiger was playing me, he goes, I guess I'll just try this. I'll do it left-handed with my foot. So that like Pacino just stumbling around, you know, was knew how to act, and everybody else is like, I can read.
So hey, we've got now. How long have you been touring? How long have you been touring with Kevin Farley?
Kevin Farley is my new experiment.
Really?
How long have you been experimenting?
He's experimenting on me.
There's 40 days straight. I think we have 78 shows or something.
Wow.
By the end, he's going to be a stand-up. Well, no, because he's just starting.
I'm just starting. Yeah, I just started. I'm more of a...
Technically, he's a stand-up. But I mean an actual, you know.
Yeah.
I got a lot to learn. I learned from the pro because I came from improv. You know, I did Second City and that thing.
Yeah.
So stand-up's kind of new.
So how's the experiment going so far?
He's experimenting on me.
You can tell he's studied improv by that great exchange. You're like, you did, huh? Yes.
Bagging on
You good at improv, were you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it for a year.
Yeah. You can tell the experimenting will go on. This is what he calls experimenting. Like, come on into my room at 2 a.m. I got an experiment I got to try on you. Come on in. We got some pizza. Let me experiment on you. All right, Norm. No problem.
Well, Norm, you're looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did, really?
Yeah, you've been looking good. You got a tan
just
going
good
on.
liars.
You've been hanging around the pool.
No, I don't have a tan. It's a skin disease.
Big difference.
Well, it's easy to confuse the two.
I mean, it's not serious or anything. But it's just.
What is it?
I'm supposed to apply ointment to it because it gives. What it is it's some yeast thing. It gives me rosy cheeks, but then people always think I'm healthy. So
You're looking good.
Yeah, you got a roof. You know, I should just. Why am I even saying I have a skin disease? I should just accept it. Yeah, I've been feeling good about things.
You got any ointment?
I get out. That's all I'm doing is I'm actually trying to tamp it down with the ointment.
Sully do a decent job on the coffee or what?
No, look at it, man. What is that?
It's crap is what it is.
The thing I like is he says, I'd like some coffee. Sully just ran out of here and didn't ask what you wanted.
I was trying to say it. I was like, I can't cream. It doesn't matter, I guess. It just comes one way.
There's only one way here.
Yeah. That's like when I was a kid. My dad was real old when he had me. He was like 50.
Yeah.
So I lived in this little farm, and everybody was like old men. And all the younger, like the old men's kids, had already fled to the city. So it was just my old, we were the only kids, just old men. But I forgot what I was saying.
Your dad was old.
Yeah, well, what were we talking about just before that?
We were talking about
coffee.
Coffee, yeah. We're talking about coffee shops.
Your disease?
Your skin disease.
And the kids fleeing to the city.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
No, I go on my little side.
Little ADD kicking in.
We ate bad pizza last night. That I know.
We did. We did
At
it
2 in the morning.
At 2 in the morning
I went
after
to sleep. And
experimenting.
you know when you're so tired and you're eating the pizza, and so you don't even chew it, so it's just triangular pieces are falling into your belly. So now they're digesting. I have partially digested pizza in me right now.
And I woke up with salty mouth.
I'm digesting right now.
That wasn't because of the experiment, was it?
Hey, you ever look at a girl, man? You go, girl's digesting as we speak. You know what I mean? If you actually think of what she's doing, you just look at her skin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But all this stuff is going on within her. You know. like scant feet away, like she's digesting food and turning it into feces.
Are you a single man, Norm?
Oh, it's disgusting when you think about it. That's why you shouldn't think about it. You shouldn't think. They say you treat women like objects. You're like, yeah, what do you want me to treat them as, like actual skeletons with livers and stuff? See what they really are? Yeah.
Kevin, are you married?
Mm-mm.
He was married.
You said that emphatically.
No.
He was married.
I don't
that
believe
right?
it. I was married for 2 years, and biggest mistake of...
No. So what happened with that?
It was a disaster. I'm not real good at that whole thing. I'm not real good at it. I just realized that. So I'm not even going to try.
What was the final nail in the coffin on that one?
I just basically me. I think that what her last word was "you're nuts" and goodbye, and it sort of stuck with me. So I'm much happier being, free. And
His experiment.
He told me a thing, man. He said, why buy the cow when you can go to gay bathhouses every single night?
You even have him blushing on that one. He looks like he's been in the sun now.
You have a skin disease, do you, Kevin?
Why do you think I took the San Fran gig?
Guy waits 35 minutes to do the comeback.
That's his improv.
That's his improv.
Yeah.
Timing.
Right. It's timing.
Yeah, it's all timing. He has a typewriter. We have to stop.
A little pregnant pause.
We have to read a newspaper while you're typing. And then he goes, we're in San Francisco. No laugh at all.
Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley playing at Cobb's Comedy Club. Guys.
No, weren't you born in San Francisco?
No.
I thought you were.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Where were you born? Oh, you were reared in San Francisco. I know there was something where he was.
Yes.
You spent a significant part of your youth in San Francisco. Weird. I didn't know the exact story. What? Jim McAleese. Did you Google him yet?
You know what? I'm trying over here.
Well, wouldn't you want to get a hold of Jim
It's hard
McAleese?
to Google Canadians.
Because I told you he's your doppelganger. He's exactly like you. He looks
telling
like
me-
you, and he has the same sense of humor as you.
Really?
And he talks like you.
What does he do for a living?
He's done a little broadcasting,
Unemployed?
but he's a stand-up comedian.
Really?
But he's a lot like you, and I always go, I don't know, last time I told you when I was here, and you still never found him?
No, I've never found him.
Well, how would you like he could be your guy you talk to? You go, what's going on in Canada? Because you're just like me, so you could have his experiences, and you'd relate to everyone because you have the very same viewpoint. You're like the same guy.
You know what? I think this may be a movie for you.
No, just do
So,
it in
yeah.
real life. It would be fun. You can find people anywhere now. Are we doing another segment, or is this it?
This one went so long. I think that was it.
All right, man. Well, Google and find his Facebook. Jim Macaleese is MCALEESE.
Oh, you know, Baby Huey's going to find him for me now. Yeah.
Put it on the YouTube saying, find Jim Macaleese. And then you can put that up on the YouTube, me saying that he should do it.
Norm Macdonald, Kevin Farley playing at Cobb's, Cobbs.com for tickets.
Yeah.
Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday as well, or no Sunday?
Sunday?
No, you guys got to shoot us Sunday night, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
The experimentation continues.
Yeah.
There you go.
He'll be better by Sunday.
Guys, thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, it was
Thank
fun,
you.
man.
All right.
Lamont and Tonelli, weekday mornings 5 to 10 on 107.7 The Bone.
I was early on that Sunday in Philadelphia. I told everybody to watch it from the early start.
And who else?
Got nothing from it.
And then
I even phoned their agent. I said, "Hey, that's a good show. Nobody's watching it, but I like it, and I'm in TV."
Nah,
they never got back to me.
Never did. DeVito's the EP on that show.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got an axe to grind with.
Why? Because of the fist fight I had with Christopher Lloyd back at the Improv.
Exactly. You remember the incident.
This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Right? He has to have the thickest fucking cock.
It's true.
Some of you may have heard I had an amazing week last week when I got married. And I've had such a great time that I decided to let them show the video of my wedding. So here it is. Here I am talking with the caterer. He did a really wonderful job.
6 months ago.
Well, I never said cash.
The deal was cash.
Here, I'm sure this will cover it. It's from the spellings. What are you doing? Turn that thing off. Connected to our senses. Found a way to let you in.
Probably no institution in this country is as burdened with the problems as the American prison system. Here to update Here to comment is update correspondent Norm Macdonald. Sorry, Norm. Hello.
Thank you. You know, I've always been afraid of going to prison, and I was thinking about it the other day, and I realized that what scares me most about going to prison isn't the loss of freedom or the stigma or even the separation from family. For me, the scariest thing about going to prison is, it's the anal rape. And it's always kind of puzzled me that they never seem to, touch on that during the sentencing. It's the worst part of the whole deal, and the judge doesn't even mention it. There's probably guys who go to prison and don't even realize what's in store for them, because they're not as streetwise as you and me. Can you imagine that? You're sent to prison, the first night there, there's the anal rape thing there, the next day you see the guy in a prison cafeteria there, go, hey, buddy, hey, I got a bone to pick with you, pal, hey. Let me tell you something, you were way out of line last night, way out of line. It's ridiculous. How'd you like if I did something like that to you? Huh? How would that be? No, you wouldn't like that too much, would you? No. Let me just say, that was one of the most selfish, inconsiderate things I've ever been involved with. What were you thinking? Or were you even thinking? I mean, what's got into you? I turn my back on you for a second, you pull a stunt like that? It's ridiculous. And another thing, don't be telling Johnson I'm your bitch. I'm not your bitch. That's crazy. I'm not even gay. I tried to tell you that last night, but you wouldn't listen. No, you wouldn't listen, would you? I have a good mind to go to the warden about this. It's crazy. And you know what hurts the most, pal? You know what? I trusted you. That's what hurts the most. Well, actually, the anal rape hurt the most, but trusting you is second. A distant second, I'll tell you that. Anyway, I'm so angry I can't even talk to you right now. I'll just leave you with this. You got a lot of growing up to do, pal. A lot of growing up, I'll tell you that. Anyway, that's what scares me most about going to prison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Norm. How you feel?
I know him since I'm a beginner.
And my first comedy club gig ever is in Catch a Rising Star, Princeton. And Norm Macdonald, this is 1990 or 91. Norm's done a few local talk shows in America, small time, but he hasn't made it in America. He's kind of got a little following, and it's a big gig for me. And I'm hosting Norm's shows, and this is when Andrew Dice Clay was the #1 comic in the world. And Norm was so different than that.
Yes. Yeah.
But comedy was hot, so the club was packed every night. And Norm had this weird accent, and his jokes were long, and they were often absurd, and, you know. But here's Norm, this goofy Canadian accent, really telling these long, weird bits for 8 shows. And he probably bombed 3 out of 8 shows. Whenever he killed, which was, he would kill, when it was a sophisticated crowd, he would get him and he would kill. He would just go backstage, he'd pull out a deck of cards, and he'd make me and Rich Voss play poker with him. When he bombed, inexplicably, he would go to the exit and say goodbye to every single person. I think to entertain me. I don't know if he just loved the awkwardness of it, or he was always one step ahead of me, one step ahead of his fans, the industry. He was such a nut.
I love that. That's a committed person. But that's what I loved about him.
He was just grasping fame and figuring out how to be to be different.
And also one of the nicest, most genuine, authentic people.
Paradise, with your body I don't wanna share. We're making dynamite, explosive love intentions building in the air. Yeah. So baby, baby.
And they go, you know, coming up, when Norm, because Norm started in Canada, you know, he's Canadian.
Yeah.
They go, whenever he killed in these early years, working a weekend at Yuck Yucks or something.
Yeah.
When the show was over, he'd just hide, or he'd just go in the green room and sit there. But if he bombed, which Norm is the kind of comic who, like, every other show.
Yeah.
Because he literally, like, he just didn't care. When he bombed, which was, like, semi-regularly, he would wait in the hallway to shake audience members' hands so that they had to see him again. So they're leaving. He's like, how you doing? Hi.
That is the most gangster move.
Yeah, it totally is. But if he's like, if I kill, I don't want to do that.
What are the best things in your life right now?
The best thing is my son. I would like to say to Eugene Levy that there's no reason to be ashamed of your son. My son only this morning punched me in the chest really hard.
How was your summer? What'd you do? Anything good?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. I have a little boy, you know.
How old's your son?
He's 6 years old.
Oh, that's great.
I want to say 6. And he's a lot of fun. I do things with him, you know. We play and stuff.
What do you do? What kind of things?
I took him to Disney World.
Well, there you go.
Down in Florida. You ever go there?
I've never been there, no.
Well, you don't have, you're barren. Not barren, but
That's
you
right,
have
I'm
children.
barren. That's right, I'm barren. I'm infertile.
Only
That's
ladies.
right. I can't possibly have children. What's your son's name, Timmy?
Little Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah. Dylan. Not little.
Name for Bob Dylan?
Yeah, I named him for Bob Dylan, and I thought, hey, man, nobody's going to be named Dylan. That's a cool name, because when I was a kid, I always read Dylan...
Thomas?
Dylan Thomas, a Child's Christmas in Wales.
Yeah.
And so I said, hey, nobody will have that name. And then everybody has that name, because they had that kid on 90210. This is too long, right?
I'm so glad you're back, Norm. We haven't seen you in quite a while.
I missed you, man.
Yeah, glad to see you. How have you been, and what have you been doing?
Oh, man, nothing compared to you. Congratulations on young Harry.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's a good boy, I
nice
understand.
Fella. Yeah. You have a son also?
I have a son, yeah, a little older. He's, I want to say... He's 10 or 15.
Yeah.
The point is this. I want to give you a little advice. First of all, they get less cute.
Oh, see, yeah.
And you got to, when they're young, you got to do certain things. For instance, because you love your child more than anything, obviously. And when I was young, and I had my little boy, Dagwood.
Name is Dagwood.
I named him after the literary figure Dagwood Bumstead.
Yeah.
No, his name is Dylan.
Dylan.
Named after Dylan Thomas, because my father read me a Child's Christmas in Wales every Christmas. So when the kid's young, as Dylan was, I used to play basketball with him, and I would always let him win because I figured that was the thing to do as a father. Now he's 16 years old, and he can beat me easily.
Oh.
Now he thinks that he's always been able to beat me. I told him, I said, no, I used to let you win. He's like, no. So my advice is beat the hell out of Harry.
While I can.
While you can.
Yeah. Not sure that I can even now. Now, Norm, I remember years ago you told me that you were there for the birth of your son, and I always remember this. And you said that was the most exciting thing you had ever participated in. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes. And then what happened?
I took crystal meth.
No, you didn't.
I didn't know what you were getting.
No, that's right. No, and then you said a couple of weeks later you went skydiving.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that was what it was. Yeah. Or hang gliding. Yeah, hang gliding. And how was that compared to the birth? It was.
This was a joke I did at one point?
I have to do your act for you now? Is that what it's come to? And you said that was much more exciting than the birth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what's
pleasure in my son being happy.
Ah.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
He's, 10, 15?
You liar! He's 6. He's a 6-year-old. You had sex in the last 10 years.
No, my son's 16 years old. He's 6. No, he's 16 years old.
He's 16.
Yeah.
So is he a confidant? Do you call him and, do you ever share personal, trials and tribulations and triumphs?
I would never do that to a child.
He's 16.
Well, I mean,
as you have said, he can't be a child forever. When are you going to put the hard realities of life on him?
Well, that's an interesting question. That is an interesting question because I actually have love for my son.
Yes.
Like deep,
of course.
Deep love.
He's your son.
And so I don't want to damage him with
the way you were damaged. With the harsh realities.
Damage? Oh, no, I had a great...
No,
but I don't want to damage him with any viewpoints I may have because he's not ready yet for reality. I think children aren't ready for reality for a while. But I do tell them that education is pointless and things like that.
What does his mother say?
She thinks that he should go to college and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should. And you're
Not
like, everyone can grow
don't
up and
waste
be a
your money.
comedian.
Yeah, I'm saying it's just arbitrary nonsense. I tell him even the classes he takes now, it's just ridiculous. That algebra has no meaning and none
Unless
of this stuff
he becomes an engineer.
Well, unless he becomes.
Do you have no hope for this child?
Unless he becomes a math professor. But I mean, you think it's a coincidence that they have 6 subjects out of 10 billion that they teach in school?
And then you pick one of the 10 billion to focus on.
No, you have to.
You
they
need
don't teach
basic
you 10
math.
billion.
You need basic language. It's lovely when the school has art or music, which none of them do anymore. A little PE to keep us from getting fat. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, they have
little
some good
science,
ones.
some
They
of the
have some
basic
good
science stuff. Sure they do. Of course they do.
No, I tell him if he wants to go to college, he should have a goal, to be.
He can't. He's 16. No kid at 16 has a goal. Their goal is to be a rock star. Or have sex. Well, right. I mean, that's actually the goal. Does he want to have sex? Or did you tell him, don't bother with that? There's nothing for you in that. It's just repetitive. It's over and over.
I
Same
wouldn't
thing.
discuss something like that with him. I hold him in too high esteem to discuss it.
We're super short on time. I've already missed my traffic thing. I'm fascinated. I don't know whether to slap you or hug you. Like, seriously, I feel like someone needs to shake you and knock some sense into you. We are going to take a short break.
Or maybe you.
What?
Maybe you.
Knock sense into me? No, I'm doing fine. I'm good over here.
Oh, me too.
No, you're not. I'm telling you. I know from broken people, Norm Macdonald.
You say I don't listen. I tell you I try. And we both got our own problems, but I still.
Is that a seal?
It was sort of, I was being a sarcastic prick.
Okay, I
was
get
what I
it.
was doing.
I got you.
But, you know, it's hard, you know, with the Webble-Vision's hard. It's never really going to work perfectly, you know.
Yeah.
We got a baby seal, we got a ferret,
Listen.
and no audio, but we can comment on it.
We got Steve in the studio using just old-fashioned TV techniques.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is somebody calling in.
how are you?
Funny.
I do that on my
Baby
Skype.
seal calling in from Canada.
I do
you
that.
like seals?
I do that too on my Skype with my friends. I get like little dinosaurs. I'm like, I am going to eat you. My name is Stegosaurus and stuff like that. But this guy's not very good. I don't know. My name is Stegosaurus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's a big delay.
Yeah, some sort of delay. Well, let's not take a call for a minute.
Let's just talk, man.
Yeah,
let's just talk.
It's just not fucking
Let's
working.
just three guys from Canada that were, you know, where were we 20 years ago? I don't know.
Here, I think.
What? I wasn't here. You were here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Well, I was.
How long have you been in Los Angeles for?
I guess 14 years.
14
I
years.
I was here for a little bit before I went to New York. But.
Have the hills always been on fire every year as much as they are right now? Can we get a shot of that, by the way? We actually have a shot that we're literally right across the street from the burning hills of Los Angeles. Can we get a shot of that? Yeah.
Your twins were born here. Norm? Your twins.
Yes, your twins. Your twins were born here. Your twins are here right now.
Well, I don't have a camera, so I can't.
Okay. Okay, wait. Well, we'll get a shot of the fire in a minute. Your two sons are here tonight. This is a very. This is great. I wasn't sure if they wanted to be on the show or not. Those are your two sons are here tonight. This is a real fun. I'm glad you guys finally made it up here too. This is great. Yeah, you guys got to come up here more often. Absolutely. Yeah, this is good. Now, Norm, yeah, are you going to bring your twins up more often?
Oh, here now? Yeah, they can come out if they want.
Yeah.
You mean do a sketch or something?
Well, no, I was just saying in the future.
Sure.
But if they
No,
want
they
to
can
come
do
on
it
right
now. Yeah, sure.
Do they want to come
See
on?
if we get up and give them the link.
You guys don't have to leave, though. You guys
No,
can
no,
leave.
we'll be here.
We'll be in the audience.
Okay. They're going to do a sketch.
Off the camera, and I don't know what this is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the internet right now. We're
I should hold the box.
trading seats here. Norm's twins are Dylan and
Dylan.
Dylan, yes.
Yeah. Creative with the naming.
How you doing, Dylan?
Good. How are you?
How are you?
Wait, is that going to work?
I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Okay, there you
There we go. You're Dylan and
Dylan.
Dylan and Dylan.
Yeah.
You're both named Dylan.
Yeah.
Both named Dylan. Okay, good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, this is great.
Yeah.
So, both named Dylan, really?
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, that's good. And again, you've never been up to the show before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time. We got to see Conan and this tonight.
This is a lot of fun.
Double header. Yeah.
And you guys have been to my hometown of Ottawa. You have?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because we're from Ottawa. You know, your father and I grew up maybe only 10 blocks away from each other in Gloucester.
Gloucester?
He grew up on Jasper, and I grew up on Monson.
Those were your streets?
Yeah, if you look on your Google Earth, Jasper and Monson and Beacon Hill are not too far away from each other.
Did you have a lot of play dates?
No, because we didn't know each other when we were kids. We didn't know each
really?
other when we were kids. But then when I was about 15 years old, I started going down to the Yuck Yucks, and Dad was on coming through Yuck Yucks all the time on stage, and I was a huge fan. And now we're here hanging out. This is a nice little connection here, right? This is, you know?
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Your sons are here. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. I mean,
Yeah.
this is,
Yeah.
Where should I go?
you guys come sit. You sit right here in the middle, Dylan. You sit right in the middle, and Norm, you sit down right here. Yeah, just like this.
Why do I have this big giant? Okay.
Yeah. And look,
You can use this
we have
if you
a
want.
caller here
That's
over
all
here.
right. I don't want
We have a
one.
caller.
We have Cody on the air as well.
Oh, Cody looks interesting.
Oh,
There's
okay,
a
cool.
chair for you if you want that too.
Oh, you sit on that. Really?
That's pretty
Where'd
good.
Steve go? He doesn't want to. He gave up?
I don't have any kids here.
Cody, do you have a question for Norm and his sons?
Here's Norm's son, Dylan. Yeah.
Oh, hi. I just wanted to say that my father loved dogs, and he loved the second annual HCA Award. and that ever since he was a kid in the Ottawa Valley, he always wanted to win a second annual HCA Awards, and also to have a dog.
Thank you.
Remember, kids, a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet. Unless he has candy, in which case he's probably a pedophile. So, maybe not that one. But... I'm on a seafood diet. I see food, and if it's a fish, I eat it.
Meta.
Yeah.
I hate meta.
It's tough though. There's so much sex. I know you got a family. You got a kid, right?
Yeah, I got a beautiful little kid. Dylan.
How old is he?
He's 3. He's the greatest. Yeah.
Is he like? What? I mean, what? Let's just end there.
How's your son? You guys having fun together? You doing?
Oh yeah, we went to Disney World last week in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is great, man. Yeah. There are all these like Goofies there, and Mickey Mouse, and Pluto, and Chip and Dale.
Yeah, oh, Chip and Dale. Sure.
Yeah, they're all there, and they don't like wander around like they used to.
No.
They keep them in like one place, and you have to line up to get, and even give autographs. You know, what the hell you want an autograph from? So yeah, you get an autograph from a bitter college student making $4 an hour. You know? But I didn't stand in line. That was an hour line to get an autograph from one of these guys. So what I did is I got autographs from some of the characters that my kids weren't aware of that are at Disneyland. Like I got an autograph from Security Man Guy and Mr. Popcorn Stand. You know, they had a weird thing in that thing. There was a guy was taking a picture with his kid, and how Goofy was there. You know, or no, it was Mickey Mouse.
Right.
And Mickey Mouse was taking a picture with a little 2-year-old, and the 2-year-old's father was taking the picture, and the kid like slipped out of Mickey's hands and fell down. And fortunately, Mickey has giant shoes, so it protected the child from smashing into the concrete. And it hit it. He bounced off the shoe, you know. And then there was bedlam. Everybody was like scared and everything, and everybody was worried and yelling. And meanwhile, Mickey has this big smile on his face. He has you can't change his expression, you know? All he can do is like go,
You have a son also?
I have a son, yeah, a little older. He's, I want to say, he's 10 or 15.
Yeah.
The point is this. I want to give you a little advice. First of all, they get less cute.
Oh. Norm, I remember years ago you told me that you were there for the birth of your son, and I always remember this. And you said that was the most exciting thing you had ever participated in. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes. And then what happened?
I took crystal meth.
That's family
great
time.
pleasure in my son being happy.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hmm. How old is your son?
He's, what, 10, 15?
You liar! He's 6. He's a 6-year-old. You had sex in the last 10 years.
No, my son's 16 years old. He's 6. No, he's 16 years old.
He's 16.
Yeah.
So is he a confidant? Do you call him and, do you ever share personal, trials and tribulations and triumphs?
I would never do that to a child.
He's 16.
Well, I mean,
As you have said, he can't be a child forever. When are you going to put the hard realities of life on him?
Well, that's an interesting question. That is an interesting question because I actually have love for my son.
Yes.
Like deep,
of course.
Deep love.
He's your son.
And so I don't want to damage him with
the way you were damaged.
With the harsh realities.
I was damaged. Oh, no, I had a great.
No,
but I don't want to damage him with any viewpoints I may have because he's not ready yet for reality. I think children aren't ready for reality for a while. But I do tell them that education is pointless and things like that.
What does his mother say?
She thinks that he should go to college and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should.
And you're
Not
like,
everyone can grow up
don't
and be a
waste your money.
comedian.
Yeah, I'm saying it's just arbitrary nonsense. You know, I tell him even the classes he takes now, it's just ridiculous. You know, that algebra has no meaning and none
Unless
of this stuff
he
is.
becomes an engineer.
Well, unless he becomes.
Do you have no hope for this child?
Unless he becomes a math teacher, math professor. But I mean, you know, you think it's a coincidence that they have 6 subjects out of 10 billion that they teach in school?
And then
It's
you
just
pick
completely
one of the
arbitrary.
10 billion to focus on.
No, you have to.
You
they
need
don't
basic
teach you 10
math.
billion.
You need basic language. It's lovely when the school has art or music, which none of them do anymore. A little
Yeah.
PE to keep us from getting fat. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, they have
A little
some good
science,
ones.
some
They
of the
have some
basic
good
science stuff. Sure they do. Of course they do.
No, I tell him if he wants to go to college, he should have a goal, you know, to be.
He can't. He's 16. No kid at 16 has a goal. Their goal is like to be a rock star.
Or
you know what I'm
have
gonna do?
sex.
Well,
Right. I mean, that's actually the goal.
Does he want to have sex? Or did you tell him, oh, don't bother with that? There's nothing for you in that. It's just repetitive. It's over and over.
I
Same
would
thing.
discuss something like that with him. I hold him in too high esteem to discuss it.
We're super short on time. I've already missed my traffic thing. I'm fascinated. I don't know whether to slap you or hug you. Like, seriously, I feel like someone needs to shake you and knock some sense into you. We are going to take a short break.
Or maybe you.
What?
Maybe you.
Knock sense into me? No, I'm doing fine. I'm good over here.
Oh, me too.
No, you're not. I'm telling you. I know from broken people, Norm Macdonald.
I was at a party with a friend, and so I noticed you first, and you returned my gaze, knew how to quench my thirst. You took me to that room like a dream come true. The dance you performed was just for me and you. Kisses on the neck, then you work your way down. Let yourself go for me all around town. Seductively stood before, but it feels so good.
What are the best things in your life right now?
The best thing is my son.